Bumping it
We're
loud.
back. We're back. We did it. We did it. We're there. Neil Smith, Jason Draven, Roster the People, back for its, oh boy, what, 8th season? 6th?
Too many.
I've lost track. But we're here. We're back. Looking forward to doing what we always do. Taking people's questions, helping them set their lineups, and generally just goofing around for a couple hours here on Wednesday. So hope everybody had a really nice week 1. Hope everybody was successful. I know for everyone in our Discord, God, it's like every year this happens. There's like a million questions, and today I'm sure what the theme of this show will be is the theme of every week 1 show, which is overreactions to week 1. Oh my God, the sky is falling, cry and panic, because that's what we've been dealing with all week. And I will quote Steve, which is, "You lost me at week 1 panic." So the big thing here is obviously that's going to be the main message is you don't overreact to week 1. We talk about this every year. You can't overreact to week 1. You have to kind of take it on the chin here, one way or the other, because week 1 is largely random. So if you won, I wouldn't get too comfortable. If you lost, I wouldn't freak out and start burning it all down. But he's almost got it, folks.
Yeah,
He's
we're working on
trying.
it. We're good there.
But yeah, you don't overreact and burn it down to week 1. So the number one thing that we always get is trade. We get a lot of trade questions after week 1. So I'm just going to put this out, the same PSA that we give every year, which is no trades until week 5. No trades until week 5. No trades until week 5. None. You don't trade until week 5 because you don't know anything. Like, you don't know anything yet. There's too many injuries that are going to happen. I'll give you several examples, right? Like, remember how everybody was so excited about Tank Bigsby? Who's excited about that now? You still excited, Jason, about Tank Bigsby now that he's on the Eagles?
I mean, a potential backup, but who knows?
Yeah, he's a handcuff potentially to. So he's gone from being the potential starter for Jacksonville. Admittedly, not a good team, but he's gone from that to now he is the maybe handcuff to Saquon. Still excited? No. It's because there's just too many things that are still working in the background. And then we have, I know, Daniel, I know you want to trade. You all do. You all do. You're all in our mentions. Like, it's been nothing but that this whole week is, I want you to evaluate these trades. And I think we've maybe looked at one trade seriously all week that was like, I might do that. And it was so egregiously lopsided. And we still told PF Brand to wait. Like, and it was just like, it's not a good plan. Shout out to PF Brand. He knows who he is. It's a long-time Discord contributor, PF Brand. So it's one of those things. So no trades. I haven't yet to see the team that I would be sitting there after 1 week being like, blow it up, light it on fire, trade it all, get it all out. The only people I feel bad for are the people that are impacted by the inevitable week 1 injuries, right, Jason?
Yeah, but even then, I don't want to trade.
No, because you can't trade George Kittle because you spent a 3rd or 4th round pick on George Kittle, and you knew this was a reality. Because when was the last time? Well, okay, maybe you didn't. You should have known that this was a reality because when was the last time George Kittle played a full season?
Yeah.
It was like 5 years ago.
I know, but I was so excited for him. He has so much potential, and it's
doesn't
tough.
even. He could miss 4 games and he could still return value. That's the messed up thing about that because of the position that he plays.
Oh, hey, look,
like
that's here too. Sorry, I'm so excited to see people.
Right. No, it is nice to see people. It is nice to see people. But that's where we are. It's like there's no trades. Really, what you need to be working on at this point is waiver additions. That's the big thing, the big takeaway. And we have a show for that called The Wire that went out on Monday. If you didn't watch
I think it went pretty
it's
well.
worth taking a look. It went pretty well.
Minus all the fire. We're still working through kinks, if you can't tell. We're going to get it done.
Yeah, there's very much a reason that we started 15 minutes late. So there is that. Bear with us as we continue to break in our new streaming platform here because we had to change that in the background. We built our own.
Fire everywhere.
Always goes well. But yeah, it's tough because you have. Congratulations, Angela. And it's nice to see Angela back for year 2, by the way. She didn't totally just cancel everything and leave.
Yeah, and she didn't she didn't leave you. So congrats. You know, that works out for you too.
Yeah, that too. We don't know if he's sleeping on the lawn.
That's fair. With the dogs.
Could be happening. Yeah, with the dog. But yeah, the people I feel bad for are the George Kittle people a little bit. The people I feel bad for more than that are the Xavier Worthy people. Yeah. Because that's like the worst way for that to have occurred. A friendly fire injury that's turned into a dislocated shoulder. They're still drip feeding information to us about that, but it sounds like we're probably looking at, and I don't want to speculate too far, but I would not be surprised if Xavier Worthy wound up on IR. That's kind of where I'm expecting this to go. So
it's not great.
I'm not happy about that. And then there's like the tiers that go under that, right, Jason? Like I think the things that are notable, it's David Njoku. Brock Purdy is another one. I was going to go with David Njoku because David Njoku wasn't hurt. He played that whole game, and for as high as people like myself and Steve were on Njoku there were reasons for that, previous experience being chief among them.
Yeah.
Yeah, to see how fast, and to the Browns' credit, they have been openly telling people, we love Harold Fannin. We believe Harold Fannin could be our tight end of the future, and we don't really have any plans, by the way, to re-sign David Njoku at the end of this year. They literally said that in the offseason, where it's like, no, this is the last year of David's contract, and that's it. They didn't want to elaborate further. So it's starting to really look like they were serious about David Njoku. This might be the last ride.
Yeah, but they're both they're both out there. They're playing 12 personnel, so they have the 2 tight ends because they don't have anybody else to throw to. That's one of the reasons I'm so pumped for it is they have Jerry Jeudy and Cedric Tillman, and then both the tight ends. So if they're using them as blockers, great. But one of them, it's just very curious to see if this is going to be a back and forth or if it's just going to be Harold Fannin to the moon.
And that's why I was saying
week 1, don't overreact.
Don't overreact, but I would waiver claim Harold Fannin.
For sure.
Like I wouldn't overreact and like cut David Njoku to do it, but I would go put in waiver claims for Harold Fannin if he's still available. That would be one of my main pickups for this week.
Juwan Johnson, if we're still sticking with tight end.
That too, but
97.8% of snaps.
Yeah. But I like the Harold Fannin as the little more upside for Fannin because it's just a team that should be able to move the ball a little bit better. But we don't know. But like those are definitely the 2 tight end pickups, and people are like, "Oh, do you want to get somebody to replace Kittle?" And it's like there's no one on that team that could replace Kittle. But I agree with you. As far as tight end pickups go, Fannin and then Juwan Johnson would be the 2 that I'm most interested in. So if they're still out there on the waiver wire for you, take a look. And then all the rest of this stuff we're going to get into because I see people have started asking questions. And that's phenomenal.
It's that time of year. We're so pumped.
Yeah, and so we're going to start going through that because we're going to have to talk some people kind of
off the ledges,
up and down. And I think we just go right into Glitchy, right? Like it's a great example. Glitchy, I don't know if this is a real team or if he's just got the set.
Yeah, I think it might be the set.
He's kind of got the set. So I'll just run through it real quick myself. So Zay Flowers, I think, is on the good side of overreaction to week 1, right? A lot of people are going to be pumped about Zay Flowers. I wouldn't expect Zay Flowers to consistently hit that week 1 production. They're
not going to pass.
That game was super weird. Everything about that game was really weird in both directions. So, but I would stay the course with it. I wouldn't trade him, but I also wouldn't mortgage my future to trade for him. I just wouldn't get used to that number.
Yeah, it has to
And
be
I
a
don't know that
competitive
any
game for him to have a good day, pretty much, because they have
right,
to throw.
right. It has to be a competitive game. And are all of their games going to be competitive? Probably not. Calvin Ridley's another one that the hype train was really real. And we were trying to talk people in the background about, listen, it's a different quarterback. It's a different offense. He's another year older. Calvin Ridley, I'm treating like a flex. He's going to be a flex. Because I don't think every week he's going to get a 6. But he's kind of a touchdown dependent flex in a lot of ways. Because is he going to get the volume? And then at a certain point, does that team really just start prioritizing their rookies as we get further into the season? Because I think one thing was clear from that game. They're not going to play the Broncos defense every week, but that team is going to struggle, right? Like,
Yeah,
it's a
I
young
mean,
team. It's got problems.
and dude
Cam
was
Ward.
tossing missiles. Those things were coming in
Yeah.
hot.
I got to say, that man, he could rip it. He could rip it.
That was something I was watching like,
credit.
God, that would hurt my hand trying to catch one of them.
Give him all the credit in the world. That man can huck it.
Yeah.
Like, he's a big boy. He can throw a football real hard. Might need to learn how to work on some touch because, but that's my concern about Calvin Ridley season long now is he's not their future. You know, it's like their future, for better or for worse, is Alec Manor.
Yeah, baby.
Who I was not a big fan of in college. He had one really great game that I watched because it was local to me. And even that game had its issues. So I'm not overly sold on the whole Alec Manor thing. But also they're gonna give him a shot, and it's the same thing with the other individual they have. The other rookie. That's not Alec Manor.
Oh, on the Titans.
Yeah, Charvarius Ward.
Yeah, I was like,
it's not Ward. It's Charvarius, whatever his name is.
Yeah,
that guy. Like, he's probably going to get submitted. He doesn't matter for fantasy yet. I'm telling you right now.
Oh yeah, no.
So don't waiver. You don't need to waiver claim any of these people on the Titans. Don't need to worry about it. We're not there yet. Talk to you in week 9 about that. You know what I mean? Like, because by then they'll be cut. Because by then the team will have started to figure that out. So that's my Calvin Ridley take is he's going to be a flex. But to what end? Probably not going to return value on what you got. Of all the people that I might be willing to trade, and I still wouldn't do it, of all the people that I might be willing to trade, Calvin Ridley would be higher up that page. And it is Xavier Restrepo, Glitchy. Thank you. It's week 1 for me.
Not
too.
who I was thinking of at all. So
But they've got other. It doesn't matter. They've got other rookies. They've got other rookies on the Titans. None of them matter until later.
Except for Iron Manor. Iron Manor might matter.
Except for Alec Manor, because he'll get the first shot out. I'm not sold on any of it. But then, so I'm not totally sold on that. Of anyone that was on this list that I might be willing to entertain trading, it would be Calvin Ridley. If someone was going to offer me the sun, the moon, and the stars for a 32-year-old wide receiver, might take it. But I still would be hard convinced because I'd like to have more of a sample size. I really want to see at least three or four more games before I really feel like I know what I'm doing here. But what do you think about Dylan Sampson? What do you think about Dylan Sampson?
Mostly because Ford didn't look good. They're going to have to pass. He was one of the top target getters for that team. It's going to be that they're going to have to throw. So I'm more nervous. I'm very nervous for when they decide to switch quarterbacks.
Well, I'm very nervous for also the idea that he missed the entire offseason and there's issues with it. But
Judkins
what happens when Judkins shows up? Yeah, because Judkins on paper isn't a pass catcher.
Correct.
But that doesn't mean he will catch no passes. Like, we don't know. So I want more time with the Dylan Sampson. I don't want to trade him because you'll probably get lowballed. And I don't want to, rob myself of that future, Yeah. But I caution the idea that you're talking about a 17 in PPR every week, right?
Yeah. So
I don't.
That's a. But I do see him getting double digits.
I see him getting volume.
Yeah. So I mean,
To a
if he's
certain
going to get
what
you
that
10
volume
points
is.
as a
Yeah.
in PPR, if it's standard, definitely not. But PPR, I like him as an option for you to likely flex or
Yeah, I'm
even
not
roll out as
interested.
a.
Not overly interested in standard.
Yeah.
But in PPR, I agree with you.
So in
And
this,
then
it's
I'll
picking
let you.
two.
I'll go to you.
It's picking two. So
Right,
it
well-
has. I have Samson. Are you going with Samson or no? You're saying off. That
No,
one.
I'm playing Samson and Flowers until that's
Oh,
the
you're
that's
going
the
with Flowers.
yeah. I want to see Keenan Allen do it twice.
He's going to do it again because
Let's see him
it's
do
the
it
Raiders.
twice.
That's the
Well, there's that, but there's also the
Don't be a hater. Don't hate too much
Allen
here.
is not a young man,
Okay.
and
He's our age.
he's got a lot of soft tissue stuff over the years, and yeah, that was very impressive. And it was very encouraging to see old man Keenan Allen out there running around, knowing the playbook and doing stuff. It only takes one. And then that whole situation is over. And it's that was a weird. I wanted to get your take on that game in general. Because I know you were watching it a lot more closely than me as a fan of the team. So
Yeah, I mean it was like I kind of expected because I kind of saw him more as the tight end role. And honestly, that's kind of what they gave him. They had him go out and catch the passes that are normally going to Will Dissly, Tyler Conklin, and that's kind of why they didn't see a whole lot of targets. It went to Keenan Allen instead. So when you have him and you have to pay attention to Ladd, and then QJ's your red zone and deep threat, I mean, it's hard to stay on it. But, I mean, overall, I was okay with it. I didn't love any particular. I mean, I wanted to see more out of Hampton, but I'm hoping the Chiefs' run defense was just really prepared. It's a team I'm familiar with, so
have a good run defense too.
Yeah.
For all their issues, they do have a good run defense.
So I'm hoping that I'm very curious to see. Again, it's another division game, so I don't like that. We're going up against the Raiders on Monday at 10. I guess,
Yeah.
which I don't like, but so you still won't get a good idea of how good Hampton is.
I'm gonna tell you why I'm gonna answer. I wanted to use his question because he's kind of got like I said, he's got the set of polarizing players listed here. Whether or not that's his actual team is kind of weird. But like to answer his question in a direct way, the reason why I would go with Flowers is because it's Cleveland's defense. It's Cleveland's crappy defense.
I'm just really worried, man. I'm worried they're going to play a possession game because it's a divisional opponent, and I can just see them taking few passes. I mean, if they break 30, I will be impressed.
They might, but I'm going with what I believe to be a superior player at this point in their relative careers.
For
That's
sure.
not a hot take. It's not a hot take.
No, Flowers is amazing. I wanted him to be a Charger, so I completely understand that.
In a good matchup, the one negative marker is that if the Ravens get up big and he doesn't score early, you could
be in trouble.
Have a problem. But I'm not willing to. I have for this week. I have Flowers at 21, and I've got Allen down in the 30s. Like he's still a flex. It's one game. I'm not overreacting to one game. Like that's where I've had him. It's where he's gonna live until he can rattle that off a couple times, and then we adjust.
But we're also staying away from Pacheco this week because again, it's not a good matchup, and they might not have anybody.
He said pick two. I'm very serious about the two that I picked.
Okay.
It's for me. It's Flowers and it's Samson, and I don't think it's close.
I'm going to go. I'm playing it safe because I want it. It's the Chargers and it's the Raiders, so I'm going to go Samson and Allen for that reason.
Yeah, very different definitions of what safe is, but okay. But I wanted to spend a little extra time on that because it's a framing device, actually, weirdly, to talk about a bunch of players.
Yeah, very easily.
Yeah, and so then second question is Fields or Baker. Who do you like, Jason?
Baker. Fields is the one I much rather go with Baker. The matchup's easier. Fields is playing the Bills. I'm very much off on that, and I have to see it. He has to do it more than once.
I'll tell you what's interesting is I'm going Fields.
You do?
Yeah, oh yeah. No, I got Fields at 7 this week because it doesn't matter. He's got the rushing floor.
I get it.
He's gonna run around like a lunatic that entire game, whether they're winning or not. It doesn't matter. That's what it is. And we saw the Bills' defense did not look good.
They started to play better at the end. They were able to get Henry to fumble it, but
sure.
It's the little things. They started to look a little better as it went on, and so I'm very curious to see if they just needed time because clearly they weren't ready. It's week 1.
Yeah,
nobody's played.
I'm rolling Fields out there if this is my choice because that Baker matchup against Houston is not that great.
They can run it. I mean, it might be finally Irving time because it didn't happen that week.
Irving game here, yeah. So I'm not overly sold on Baker. What a game from Ibuka.
Yeah, baby.
What a game.
So fun.
Yeah. Everybody called me a moron, and I'm gonna take so many mea culpas if this continues. We're off to a good start on Neil mea culpas on Ibuka. Well, we got one.
It helps with K. Dotton being limited, and then Godwin being out.
Chris Godwin,
and then Jalen also being out.
Jalen McMillan being on IR.
Yeah,
but that's the whole thing. That's the fun thing about this is
fire.
It all lined up, and then he paid it off with 2 touchdowns, and it's like, oh boy. First round picks don't get benched typically, Jason, as we know, if they're playing like that.
Yeah.
So if he can keep playing well, I know people are like, oh, Godwin's going to come back. And I'm like, let me explain something to you here, Chief. They will trade Chris Godwin. Like, I will tell you right now, like, if they got a first round pick in Egbuka who
looks like that
could prove that he can be Godwin at a fraction of Godwin money, they will trade Chris Godwin. Okay.
I actually think it's more Mike Evans.
Well, no, they might. But it's
because
different
McMillan could be Godwin. Like,
sure,
they just save a bunch of cash.
Yeah, but like, why trade? There's no point in trading Mike Evans. He's only on a 1-year deal.
Yeah,
and you might need him for the playoffs. So it's like there's no point in trading that. Chris Godwin is the one that I think it's traded because he's on a 3-year deal that they just signed. So you're solving money for the future is more attractive. And Daniel, I'm sorry that you had Pacheco and Chase. If it makes you feel any better, I'll give you one thing. Better days are ahead.
For sure.
For both of those players. So, and I'm not sure. Does he mean?
I'm guessing
Ja'Marr Chase.
I'm guessing Ja'Marr Chase.
Chase Brown.
I mean, both struggled, so it could be either way.
I know he could mean either. Look, I'm not expecting the Bengals to be that bad.
Yeah.
They start slow every year. This is well documented.
It's ridiculous.
And their defense sucks. And they had no business winning that game. The one thing that was concerning to me, because I watched a lot of that game. I watched like the bulk of that game. And I'll tell you, the one thing that made me concerned more than anything was the O-line was really bad.
Well,
really
bad.
That. We did, but like, it's one thing to know that there's a mouse in your house, and it's another thing to see the mouse. You follow me? My analogy here? Like, and I get it. Like, the Browns suck, but the Browns can rush the passer. That's like the one thing they can do. But their whole division can rush the passer.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's not ideal to be a team that struggles with the opposing pass rush in a division where the other 3 teams can all rush the passer.
Yeah.
Like, it's
definitely not ideal.
But better days are ahead for both of those two. Let's go to John
Conglos?
I'm going to go with Conglos.
Okay. I'm not quite sure. Need a flex between Calvin Ridley, Hollywood Brown, Rome Odunze, Jordan Mason, or Tyrone Tracy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you still have to roll. You might have to still buy into Brown just because of volume and PPR.
It probably is Brown because as much as I don't like it,
it's either that or Odunze, but that didn't look great either.
I have Brown. That's why I'm pulling up my flex rankings. I have Brown 3 spots above Odunze. Those are the 2 names. Tyrone Tracy.
No.
That didn't.
Definitely
That whole
not the
team.
answer.
That whole team is you know how every year, Jason, there's like one team that has like no viable fantasy things. Most teams have like even one or two. Usually, every team usually has at least one. The Giants are working on the rare zero
Well,
here.
that's
in the
also
early,
with
the very
Russell
early
Wilson.
days.
We'll see if it changes when they change quarterbacks. Because if Jameis is
least
back there,
empire-
baby, fire him up. Let's go.
That was the worst. That was the worst press conference when they were asking Dayball about who his starter is after one game, and I'm like, this I can't believe. First of all, I can't believe that that's where we are after one game, and then I also am like, his answer was so bad. It's like the worst answer you could have given in that moment. The way to answer that question is, yeah, Russ is our starter. Next question. We move on. To answer the question the way he did invites disaster upon himself and his house. It's just for a guy who has to know that his
Didn't look great.
his tenure as the head coach for that team could be measured in hours at this point. Like it's not good. So it's really not good. But put up. I think. Do we agree? Is it Hollywood?
I
think
have
it's Hollywood.
Brown and Odunze back to back.
I'm gonna roll out Hollywood.
Okay.
That's gonna be my choice by 3 spots. I wouldn't blame
it's
you.
more worried. I'm more worried about the Eagles secondary than I am. I mean, it's granted it's
The
the
flip
Lions, so it's not
side-
better either. But
Yeah. There's no
I
way I
trust
can
the
trust
quarterback more.
Ridley. I can't trust Ridley. I can't trust Mason, and I can't trust Tyrone Tracy. I
Not
have
in the
Hollywood
matchups this
Brown
week.
3. I have Hollywood Brown 3 spots higher, based on the idea that Rashee Rice ain't playing in that game, and obviously, and there's like less than 1% chance that Xavier Worthy could get cleared with a dislocated shoulder, and even if he was cleared.
deep
Dislocated
threats.
shoulder and wide receiver don't go together.
And honestly, it
It's
could
not
be
like
Juju
they
this
can-
week. Who knows?
Yeah, and it's like that would be the one thing that I am worried about is that it's Juju, but they have different jobs.
Yeah.
Hollywood is the backup to Xavier Worthy. Juju is the backup to Rashee Rice. That's how their roster works. Like it's that's the nice thing about the Chiefs roster. It's pretty easy to figure out. it's you don't have to guess. Like they have a type. They know what they want to do the various jobs they need done. And you could kind of just fill in the gaps. But I would roll out Hollywood Brown.
Yeah.
If it was me.
I'm fine going
By-
Brown. They're close enough in my
by a
rankings.
hair.
I'm not too worried about it. And then Gonzalez, thanks for being back.
What up, buddy? Every year.
Love it. All right, another question though. Vinny, Dak or Herbert this week?
I have Herbert.
Oh, you do. Okay.
Yeah. The problem with the whole Dak thing, is that what scares me about the Dak thing is that they could score however.
Yeah.
So we could actually run into another Javonte Williams
Two TD week.
multi-touchdown game that everyone that was the probably most infuriating thing from a fantasy perspective.
Because Dak would have been
it's just
great
like
had he
we
had 2
all
touchdowns.
Had it. Yep, it's just like we all had it, right?
Yeah.
Javonte Williams is going to vulture everybody for multiple touchdowns. And that's the problem is that could happen again in this game because they're playing the Giants, and we saw what the Giants are going to look like. That's one of the few things that I don't think is an overreaction to week 1. It's for as long as Russell's going to be out there, that's what it's going to look like, it seems like. And it's like, well, that's poop. And it's not going to look like that for the whole season because at some point it seems inevitable that it will be Dart. It's just a question of whether we go to Jameis first on the way to Dart.
Yeah.
If I'm running that team, I very much do not see the point. I would just throw Dart out there and see what's
what
up.
It does. Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
that's me.
Yeah. I literally have Herbert and Prescott 2 and 3. So I don't think you go wrong.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
That's not how my rankings work.
So
I'm
I'm
have
fine rolling
Dak
Herbert here.
I have Dak at 12 despite the matchup. Because I am very, very much concerned that if Javonte vultures him early, that there will be no need to do anything late.
Yeah.
And then it's Miles Sanders getting 2 touchdowns to go with the Javonte Williams 2 touchdowns, and then the whole team is done.
I thought they cut him
Now,
after that
the one
fumble.
now if you want to play devil's advocate on this, I will give you a little bit of devil's advocate. I got one devil's advocate for you. That team did not look like they were in sync. CeeDee Lamb dropped 4 passes. He had 4 drops in that game. They might prove a point, which is we know we can win any way we want. So let's feed CeeDee Lamb and use this as like reps in the batting cage. So if you want to hang your hat on something, that's what I would hang my hat on if I absolutely had to roll Dak out there. But honestly, I'm just going to put Herbert out there against the Raiders because the Raiders should be able to move the ball a little bit and keep that game competitive.
Yeah. I mean, again, it's close enough. I have Herbert barely ahead. I mean,
big Jacoby Myers week this week.
Rude. Wait, probably. I mean, yeah.
It doesn't. It's PPR.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Big Jacoby Myers PPR week. How about that? That better for you?
Makes me feel a little better.
Yeah, big Jacoby Myers PPR week. Catch them all, boys. It's Pokemon for Jacoby Myers.
All right.
Especially with.
I'm going to jump to the other half of his question. Also, Judy, Waddle, Jameson Williams, or Hollywood need 3. So you're sitting 1. Who are you sitting out of Judy, Waddle, Brown, and Williams?
Oh, Waddle's on the bench for the indefinite. Waddle can just go sit down.
Over Williams. Man, it's really.
Well, I already went through this. I'm playing Hollywood this week.
Yeah.
I've got him firmly in flex territory.
Can't sit Judy. Too many targets.
Yeah, can't sit Judy. Too many targets, and it's too. They're going to be getting their butts kicked. So it's like I'm good with rolling Judy out there, and I am not afraid of. Look, Baltimore's defense is really good. I'm not afraid of their secondary, and they're not going to bracket cover him. I doubt that. I very much doubt that.
Yeah, especially with Bannon and Tillman. No way. They don't
Bannon, Njoku, Tillman. They're not going to bracket cover him. Yeah, they're not going to bracket cover him.
All of them saw like 8+ targets. It's okay.
I might temper my expectations slightly for Judy, but no. I'm just gonna roll with JMO. Like that's what I drafted him for. And he just signed the extension, and it's like, look, I would rather deal with JMO than I would with Waddle. And I have JMO in my wide receiver rankings. I have him 2 spots ahead of Waddle. Because the one thing that scared me the most out of anything, and I don't want to overreact, and I'm not saying sell all your players and the Dolphins are done. It's one game. But what scared me more than anything that I saw all of last week was the Dolphins. Just the complete lack of cohesion of anything. You can't lose to the Colts like that. You lost to Daniel Jones by 24 points or whatever it was. Like, it's really ugly. And then guess what? Waddle's now injured. He's going to play, but he's beat up already. It's been 1 game. And I don't want to sit there and deal with Waddle in my lineup while they try to figure out who they are. So I can tell you right now, I have a team where I roster Waddle. My options for flex would be Waddle, Diggs, or Jacoby Myers in full PPR. Waddle's going to go sit down.
Yeah.
And so I think that's the correct choice here too. Give me Jameson, because all I need from Jameson is 1. It's 1 deep shot, and I'm paid for the day.
Well, and I think the Lions are going to come out and kind of do what you were talking about with the Cowboys and kind of prove a point this week.
Yeah, against the Bears secondary that didn't look great on Monday night. So I'm going to go ahead and sit Waddle down, and I'm going to tell you right now, all Dolphins that are not named Achane are sitting down for this week for me. They're all going to take a week on the bench. And I'm willing to let that blow up, and I might feel bad about it later. Don't think I'm gonna. So, all right. Well, Vinny, I hope that was helpful.
All right.
Are you aligned with that, Jason? Are you good with that? Or
yeah, that's fine. I mean, I want to see what's happening in Miami, so I'm okay. And I have Waddle slightly ahead, so I'm okay with that.
I'm gonna play Achon, and everybody else is gonna take a seat for the Dolphins for me this week. Just 1 week. We reevaluate in week 3. I think we're up to Chuck.
Yep, I had Chucked.
And welcome back, Chuck.
Yeah, appreciate you. All right.
Yep.
Is it crazy to drop Andrews to roster Fannin and Johnson, or am I overreacting to week 1 too much?
PPR, full PPR.
Yeah. I mean,
he only has to drop
Andrews.
Andrews, it sounds like.
Yeah.
Only has to drop Andrews.
It's so risky, but Andrews is really just the tight end guy or the touchdown guy. So if it's not going to happen because you have Derrick Henry or Flowers, and he didn't get one this week where I thought their volume was supposed to be there.
I don't understand how his roster works. That he's able to cut one player. Does he already roster Quentin Johnson? Like, I'm just trying to understand the way the question is written. It's a little...
Oh, I thought that was Juwan Johnson.
Oh, it might be Juwan Johnson. Oh, I see. Okay, it probably is Juwan Johnson. Okay.
I'm assuming everything's all tight in there, so I was like,
no, that makes way more sense. That makes way more sense than where my brain went to with it. This is why we go back to the shirt from years ago. There are too many Johnsons. Too many Johnsons. You got to specify because...
Yeah, first names are kind of important at this point now. We're getting to that.
Especially with the Johnson thing, because there's still too many Johnsons.
There's more.
Too many Johnsons. And if you get that joke, then I appreciate you because you've been here for years. You've been around if you understand that joke. And if bonus points if you get the double entendre. But hey, well, you know, I think it's an overreaction.
Yeah, I really want that volume. From a snap percentage, and I love Juwan, so it's hard for me to get away from that.
I would be picking. I am picking. I'm not cutting Mark Andrews yet to go get tight end flyers off one game of one sample. I think you are overreacting a little bit, Chuck, to week 1 a little bit here. Now,
mild. It's a mild overreaction because
it's a mild overreaction because it's tight end. But I would be keeping Andrews, and then I would be picking who you want at that point. And I think, Jason will answer this question himself, but I think you would want Johnson as a long time Johnson supporter.
Yeah.
I would have to imagine that's where you want to go.
The only issue I have with Johnson is always health. He's one of those people that he doesn't stay healthy. So I would actually go Fannin just because of that. I'm so nervous about Johnson just getting hurt if he's going to be running that many routes and be on the field that much. Super nervous.
Yeah. I am very much wheels up on Fannin. Just based on what I saw with my own eyes and the fact that it validated what they said, which is rare.
Yeah.
That we actually get that. And it's one sample size. And here's the thing about this. If I could get Fannin, I want Fannin because Johnson's older and the likelihood that he will likely get cut by someone at some point and be back on the waiver wire for you later is a lot higher. Whereas Fannin, because he's a rookie and it's the shiny new toy effect, he's going to get glued to somebody's roster, and it's going to take weeks of underperforming for him to get cut. And by then, you won't even care anyway. So I would rather, if I had straight choice, and I could get either one, I'm keeping Andrews for a few more weeks, but I am very interested to see where the Fannin
train
thing
goes.
Go.
Yeah.
We're glad to have you back, Chuck.
Speaking of long-time watchers, listeners, friends, family, here we go. Two-part question.
Oh, no, that's family. He pays. That man's in the Discord. That's family. I don't think people understand. Like there's supporters, and then there's well-wishers, and then there's family. And family is people that sign up for the Discord. That's how that works. It's like the guy who used to work on my dad's car used to say, he bought the car from him, and then he used to go back to him for service. And he goes, "Oh no, if you come in for service, you're family." That very much applies here. Like you sign up for the Discord and you stick with us through the offseason, all that. Oh no, you're family. You're in. Let's see. So 6 bench spots: Waddle, Smith, Burden, Loveland. Thinking of dropping the Burden to grab another wide receiver.
Potentially, I think I'd rather drop Loveland because wasn't super impressed on the first matchup and the opportunities. Komet still being there, but
yeah,
yeah.
I wasn't impressed by any of it,
Yeah.
but I also wasn't surprised because I'm just so jaded.
For the
Like,
Bears,
just
yeah.
so jaded by all of it that I was watching that a little bit, and then I had to go to bed because I had an early meeting, and I'm like, I'm gonna wake up and they're gonna lose this game, and I woke up and they lost that game, and I'm like, par for the course. So,
Sounds about
about-
right.
Yep, sounds about right. So it's you can say all the nice things you want to do, but well, it looks like I don't know if he's got. I hate the 6 bench spots thing.
Yeah, it's real limited,
Yeah,
especially
I
in
hate
a
that.
deep league. Yikes.
Yeah, well, it's not really a deep league if it's only 6. You know what I mean? So that means
Well,
his other
or
options must be
It could
good.
be 16 or 18, and then that's
Maybe.
you only
but
get
his
6
other
because that's only so many people you can have. I'm guessing.
The question I have is what, like, the way this question is worded causes me to ask another question, which is, and I don't see it
Do you
on
want to see
here.
the second part of his?
Well, no, I could see that.
Oh, okay.
But what I'm saying is I don't see like what my other options are. Like, I'm cutting it for what?
Yeah,
Like,
that's definitely
what
an
is
issue because it really
what is
will depend.
my yeah, what is my like
Keenan Allen.
I don't want to cut Devon. Well, that's clearly on there because we can read further down. But like, it's too early to cut Waddle.
Yeah, nope.
I'm not cutting Devonta Smith after 1 game.
Nope.
It's Burden. It would be Burden or Loveland because I don't love having to have both Chicago rookies in general. But I need to know what it is that I'm being asked to do. And it's the same thing with Loveland. Like, okay, so I'm going to cut Loveland for what? I'm cutting Loveland for Harold Fannin, like, maybe.
Probably.
Like, doesn't do a huge amount for me, if I'm being honest, because it's 1
Hunter
game
Henry?
and it's a very small sample. Might be more inclined to do that because of how I saw that offense actually working.
Yeah, and the fact that
Pretty
he saw more
clear.
snaps than he saw pretty much all of last year.
Pretty clear that he's going to be an integral part of their offense already at this point. It seems like that's the way that that's going to work.
Just throwing names out there. You know, just give
Yeah,
him
the
what I get.
the people on the Patriots that it seems like are going to be there for the haul. Diggs, as we until
Something breaks.
some kind of injury potentially or something, like Diggs will be there, and then Henry is
Booty.
going to be there. What's that?
Booty.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like,
Those are the
that's-
3 players you got, man.
but like those
Oh.
the top 2 are the ones that I really was like, no, that's going to be a thing. Like they're
Yeah, because
going to use them
the
until they get
limited
hurt.
snaps for Diggs still got him the same amount of targets. It's like,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, Diggs. I didn't play Diggs in one of my leagues because I was like, no, I don't want to deal with the limited snaps. And then by the end of it, I was like, limited my foot. All right, like
he was. He played like
he was, yeah,
a significantly
play a-
less amount than everybody else.
yeah. And he didn't play a huge amount in the first half,
But he saw
especially.
8
And then,
targets.
and then he had 8 targets, and I'm like, oh, okay. So we scale that up, and it's like, oh, okay. So Diggs, when
When
he
on the
gets
field
full,
will be targeted. Good to know.
yeah, Diggs gonna get 15 targets, and when he's playing the whole game, and that will continue until he inevitably explodes. Like until like, and I don't mean explodes in a good way. I mean literally like he just explodes into some sort of fireball because he's old and I don't think he's designed to deal with that anymore. But I'm right out PPR. I'll tell you that right now. So So I need to know what your options are for what you're cutting to really answer your question in a cohesive manner. But I think you're on the right track. I think you're cutting either Burden or Loveland. Just let us know what the other options are, and then I think we'll circle back.
All right, back to Vinny. Fields or Knicks? This one's pretty easy for me.
Oh, I'm going with Fields. I was already
same.
Like, I'm already well on my way into that. Deep into that. And Glitchy, I see what you said. By the way, I'm sorry. And we did answer that, so that's what I would do. And then Aaron, I think, is up.
Yep. There we go. Maybe. Is it going to pop up? Why is this? Come on. There it goes. Okay.
There.
Ooh, kick, punt, return yards 2. I mean,
it's QJ. As much as it makes me want me to vomit in my mouth. That's what it is, sir. Because Mims doesn't get enough volume to justify it. And I called that, by the way. And people were like, really? You're not into Mims? And I'm like, Mims is going to be there to be the deep threat and to play special teams.
And right now, that team is not ready for either of those things.
And they love Troy Franklin. Love him. So if you want, like, actual PPR level fantasy, it's probably going to be Troy Franklin until he spits the bit, if he does. So Mims isn't enough. Pickens is the same problem.
I don't know. If he actually gets targeted, I much prefer that offense.
Yeah, so would I. But of what we saw, it's Quentin Johnson. As much as I don't like it, the answer to your question is Quentin. And you just hold your nose while you do it.
Hope he catches it in the end.
Hope he catches it. Yeah, just hope he catches it. Because what we saw of all the guys, it's funny because all the guys that he has kind of fit the mold, except for maybe Waddle at this stage in his career. They all fit the mold of deep threat guy that runs down the field with his arm up. And of all of them, it was very clear that Quentin Johnson is the one that they are going to attempt to get the most volume to, and he's going to play special teams. So he's the most real at this point. Of the Pinocchio players you have here, Quentin Johnson is the most of a real boy at this point. And I know Jason is just so thrilled about that. And his team.
Fine. Because, again, if it was Flowers, be a completely different conversation.
Well,
but
at least it looks like he's gonna. It looks like I don't know.
He might turn into something. Yeah.
Well, it looks like he spent some money to like hire a hands coach or something, or whatever he did.
Or they just started greasing up those gloves, baby. Because
he's got the pine tar from the what's that movie from the Replacements? Yeah.
It looked like I just jacked off an elephant.
Yeah, so. I mean. All right, what's Daniel got here?
Pick 2. One has to be a wide receiver. Ridley, Swift, Diggs, Adams, Debo. Oh, he lost Worthy.
Okay, well
they're all wide. Oh, I guess Swift is. I was like, they're all wide receivers.
No. It's Diggs, Adams, Debo. Pick the 2 you like.
I go Diggs and Debo. Because again, if that was limited snaps and he still saw 8 targets, I'm rolling that out.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to sit Diggs after that.
All right.
But I just want to double check something.
Oh, you're good.
Where did I put Adams? There he is. There he is. Okay. So for me, it's like, what's your other choice of the 3?
It would be Adams.
Yeah. Okay. I'm doing
because
the same.
It's PPR. I mean, I like Swift a lot, but
no. But it's Debo is the conversation.
Yeah.
But the problem with Debo is that it's inflated by the 19-yard rushing touchdown.
That's always going to be there.
And if I had some sort of assurances that was going to happen again, maybe I answer this question differently. But I'm not sitting Adams yet. It's too early for that. But I am playing Diggs. So it's funny because I have Diggs and Debo right next to each other in my wide receiver rankings for PPR this week. They are right next to each other. So I don't know that you could make that decision, quote unquote, wrong, Daniel. Like if you're totally wheels up on Debo because you just sold on it, I'm not gonna sit here and like judge you. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna be like, oh, that was a mistake. But I think Jason and I agree. It's Adams 1, and then both of us would play Diggs. So it's for the same reason, which is if that was limited snaps, I can't wait to see what not limited snaps looks like.
Yeah. For sure. It's ridiculous that was limited snaps, and he's still pretty much tied with most targets.
Go to Aaron, because he's asking me a question directly.
I mean, kind of touched on it.
We did kind of touch on it, but just to put a fine point on it, it's alarming because they have said all offseason.
Fannin. We like Fannin a lot.
We like Fannin. We drafted him where we did for a reason. We're going to roll him out there. And we're not really – they also went so far as to say, we're not super interested in re-signing Njoku. Like, they had those conversations. It didn't pan out. There's no extension coming. So they're just going to roll Njoku out there for one last season because this is the last year of his deal. And they're saying, oh, Fannin's going to be the guy for the future. Now, the thing that was a little shocking was they're way ahead on that than where I thought they would be.
Oh,
see, I thought we would see Fannin come in and take over little by little. Like game by game, you would see him get more involved.
It was almost a snap for snap basis this week.
No, I wasn't expecting the rookie to go out there and just, oh no, it's my job now.
Yeah.
Like, go to bed, old man. Yeah, go to bed, old man. Like, I was not expecting that. And so I am very much wheels up on Fannin at this point. I'm not cutting Njoku yet to just outright drop him.
Yeah.
But I did go put a lot of waiver claims in for Fannin in the leagues where I could try to get him. Because if that's going to be how it's going to work, okay, and we're starting where I thought we would be in like week 9. So we're like, by my timetable, we're like 9 weeks ahead of schedule. That's a little alarming, especially for a rookie. So we're going to see, and then Jason made the point earlier in the show, what happens when they change quarterbacks more than likely? Because it's not inevitable yet, but...
Yeah, because I really think it's still going to be 12 personnel out there. They're going to run 2 tight end sets all the time because they need it. They need the blocking bodies, and why not? You're paying them.
So, yeah, I am very much in on waiver claiming Fannin. We're not at the blow all your fab for it. We're not at the you got to go trade for it. But we are very much at the, okay, that's real.
Yeah, I'm going to sit that on my bench and watch.
We're going to temper expectations for Njoku moving forward, and we're going to raise expectations for Fannin. That's where we're at officially. We're just 9 weeks ahead of where I thought we would be. Which that was one of the most
where I thought we would be.
That was one of the more alarming things that I saw from week 1, where it was like, oh, geez, okay. So they were serious about, we love this kid, we're going to get him the ball early and often, and we're probably not going to re-sign David Njoku. And I'm like, that's all just the BS that people say in the offseason, right? That's my reaction to that initially. Okay, they might actually just be outright telling you what they're thinking in this case. So that's a weird one.
All right, this is kind of cool. I'm excited for that. We nailed the last name. So, wasn't expecting it, so I was like, oh, cool. All right, here we go. This is a fun one. How do you feel about James Conner, I'm guessing?
It's got to be, yeah. The same way that I felt all offseason is the answer, because...
Dude's made of glass.
It's not that he's made of glass.
I know. I always say that about everybody who gets injured, though. I'm like, they're going to break at some point.
It's not so much that. It's more they have stated many times
that they don't want him to carry that load.
That they don't want him to carry that load, and that they want to get Trey Benson more involved. And that they feel that Benson has earned his opportunity to get more involved.
And we saw that.
For the first year and this year.
I know, but this first week, he came out ready.
Yeah.
I was not expecting that.
So Conner this was always a risky thing. And that's where he was one of the only guys this year that I was like, you kind of got to get the handcuff because we just don't know. But it's not a total panic, but it's going to be a more of a 50-50 split.
Yeah.
Which could actually benefit Conner in a weird way because it makes it more likely that
he stays healthy.
Will play the whole season, right? So it's It's a tough one. That's a tough one. I feel like I saw what I expected to see, but a lot of people apparently did not. And they were expecting another year of
Connor getting
Connor
everything.
pounds The Rock.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay. Like, so I'm trying to see it. Where do I have Connor?
For this week?
Yeah.
I currently have him at I thought I had him reasonably high, but
I thought I did too. And you know what? I don't see him on here
Oh,
anymore.
there he is. Nope, I got him. I have him at 12.
Okay.
Because it's the Panthers.
Right, exactly, because it's the Panthers. So it's like, this week, if you're asking specifically about this week, shit, I'll play him. You know what I mean? Like, that sounds great. The Panthers' defense looked terrible. So it's like, yeah, James Conner this week, but Connor is going to be a spot start, and he's going to deal with the Trey Benson thing, and it's going to be much more of a committee.
And I have Trey Benson as a flex.
I do too.
It's a Panthers.
I have Trey Benson as a flex this week too. So it's like, this is one where you wanted to get both in case somebody got hurt. Because if either one of them gets hurt, there is no like committee anymore. They'll just pivot into one of them doing everything again. But we saw this last year where they tried to get Benson more involved to preserve Connor. And I think that's just, I think they're serious about it. So those are my feelings on it. So
all right,
I wouldn't overreact to it.
Yeah, I moved to Glitchy. Neighbor's going to play? Probably. More than likely.
Seems like it.
Yeah.
I don't.
He had a limited because of his back, but I think that's just him kind of playing I don't want to be there right now. So he's taking his
I don't see it as a
veteran day off.
I don't see it as a reason to be concerned.
Yeah.
Not yet.
All right. Sticking with it. Pick two. Jaden Daniels, Penix, Jones, maybe Dak if I get him on waivers.
Okay. Well, for me, this is easy. It's Jaden Daniels and Penix. Those are the two people I've been hyping up forever. Nothing changes.
Yeah.
I've been a Penix truther for a long time. So I was talking about him in Dynasty last year, where it's risky, but he's done everything right.
And he got to learn.
He's literally done.
Cousins, that helps.
He's done everything right.
Yeah.
He shut up. He went to practice. He outplayed him, and now he's being rewarded. And he played really well.
Should have won the
game.
Freaking coup. That's what you get.
He played really well in that game. Like, the fact that wasn't Michael Penix's fault.
Not at all.
He did everything that you could realistically ask him to do. And also, he got a rushing touchdown, which you like to see. Full extension. Maybe I didn't like to see the full extension so much.
Yeah, I was like that when he saw. I was like, "There's no," and then he just kept going.
Held my breath the whole time, and I'm like, "Oh God!" But I like Michael Penix. Like
yeah.
I'm not a Daniel Jones guy, and never have been, and they ain't playing the Dolphins every week. And I'm not interested really in I'm more interested in Dak than I would be in Daniel Jones.
Yeah.
But I would prefer your first two options.
Yeah. I mean, if you get Dak, I might play him, but it's still I like Daniels and Penix on your roster a lot more. So, as I brought up on Monday's show, so I'm good with it. All right. Henderson, Pollard, Tracy, Mason, JCM. Pick one. PPR. I think that's pretty easy.
Well, then you go ahead, because I think I've got.
It's Henderson.
Yep. Yeah, I got Henderson at 23, and that's the first.
Because he is used in PPR, and Stevenson's only going to be there for so much longer to block his path at all.
Mason.
Mason is in a 50-50 split in a tough matchup this week. Bill, again, another tough matchup and is part of a committee. Pollard has all the work, but still, it's a tough matchup. And then Tracy, no.
Yeah, Tracy just gets eliminated right off the rip. Tracy, Mason, and JCM, I just eliminate straight off the rip. And I think you're talking about Henderson and Pollard. And the decision there becomes with Pollard, you're looking at I have
The
Pollard
Rams.
and Henderson right next to each other. Because you're with the argument for Pollard is it's an inferior matchup, but it's volume and it's the likelihood of a touchdown. Pollard is much more likely to score a touchdown than it would be than Henderson would
That's
be.
why I was so high
But
on
I'm
him last
gonna
week.
I'm gonna be straight up with you. In PPR, I'm playing Henderson because after the dog turd that I just watched Miami lay, yeah, we're gonna play Henderson.
Yep.
Because with Henderson, all he has to do is catch a handful of passes and
Take it to the house.
yeah,
It
then
might just be one.
you're-
It might be
yeah,
a
you're golden
90-yard
at that
bomb
point.
for a TD.
Yeah, so I'm gonna roll out Henderson at this point.
All right. I agree. Cantu, Tet, Jacoby, Waddle, Tracy, Pearsall, Booty. Guessing it's just one.
Booty. Yeah, it's probably one unless he specifies otherwise. Boy, McMillan was the only bright spot of that entire team. And you would think I'd say offense. No, I said team very deliberately.
Hubbard looked good. Volume
Couldn't even
counts for
get it out.
something.
Couldn't even get it out before you choked on it. Yeah, couldn't even. Who do you like here?
It's Pearsall.
Because really,
Yeah.
you're gonna play Pearsall.
Again,
Oh,
doesn't look like
boy.
Jennings is going to play. I guess I'll be more well, they're pretty much saying the Bucks out. That makes me more nervous too.
I am not
But
thrilled about.
it's a Saint. Like
I know, but I don't know who their quarterback is yet.
Mac Jones.
Ugh. Oh.
With nobody else
There's
to throw to, dude.
no amount of liquor that could make me like think that's a good idea. The amount of liquor that would be necessary would send me to the hospital before we ever got that far. Boy. Ooh. See, that's funny because for me,
You all right?
for me, it's
Glitching. The AI is broken.
no, I am because I'm doing the thing that I usually am better at, but I can't type and talk apparently. Well, it's throwing me off because he lists all wide receivers
that are
except
in the
Tracy.
same area.
Except
for
Tracy.
Tracy.
And I'm
Yeah.
like, there is no, and I'm literally trying to like think, like, is there a Tracy?
No.
Is there a Tracy
it's
that
Tyron,
plays wide
baby.
receiver? And it's like he must mean that. So we eliminate that. To me, it's either you're really talking about Tet or you're talking about Jacoby Myers.
Yeah.
And in PPR, I cannot not
Myers.
play Jacoby. I'm gonna recommend Myers. That would be Myers is gonna be my choice just based on strictly volume.
Yeah. I guess
I mean, you saw what that team is. It's Brock Bowers, it's Jacoby Myers, it's Ashton Genty, and it's nothing. That's it. There's no one else there, and they suck, and they're gonna have to throw the ball.
that's fair.
So I'm
okay
big
with
on
that.
Myers, and also, what's the fastest car on the road?
The rental.
Think about it. The rental car, which is very much Jacoby Myers. The fastest car on the road is that Hertz Toyota Corolla that is going 90. That you don't care if you wreck it. Like, you got the insurance waiver claim. It's fine. And that's what Jacoby Myers is this year. We'll see if they give him a long-term deal, but I wouldn't hold my breath. Aaron's got an interesting question here.
Which two would you rather roster? Full PPR, Kraft, Strange, and Njoku, and Henry.
Oh, I think we agree on Henry.
Yes.
I think that one will be easy.
I'm more curious to hear what your other one is, though.
Well, I mean, if all preseason, it would have been really easy. It would be like, just give me Njoku and give me Henry.
Yeah.
Because I don't believe in Tucker Kraft and never have and probably never will. And I'm willing to be wrong about it. Because I don't believe he's going to score a touchdown every week, which is what he would need to do to matter. And But Njoku, man, that got ugly. That got ugly quickly, didn't it?
Yeah.
And the thing is, in deep leagues and in dynasty leagues, I've actually been recommending Brenton Strange for a long time, like all off season, especially in dynasty, where your options are not good. I think right now, I'm still gonna stand pat with Henry and Njoku after 1 week. Ask me this question again in week 5.
Yeah, because I would go Henry and Strange because I like the volume.
No, I know, and that would be my second choice.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just like,
I can't argue with you too much about it. If you're at a point where you're like, I'm just done with Njoku because I don't want to deal with it. Okay, but here's the thing. I think Brenton Strange will still be there for you.
yeah, that's probably true too. That,
So I would hold on to
until he
Njoku
has
and Henry.
that a big week and everybody goes and gets him. But until
yeah,
that
then
happens,
you might have your hand forced. Yeah.
All right.
We got answers to our other.
Okay.
The things that could be dropped.
Things that could be dropped. I don't see it.
I mean, well, you have it on the screen. If you go back up, it's the question around 6 bench spots. It'll be green. It's right there. Yeah. So he's got 6 bench spots. And his question was, do I drop what we discussed was effectively Burton or Loveland and it's a 14 team league, so that explains the shallow benches. It's a 14 team league that's probably going to work like a 12 team league with benches that are that short.
Yeah.
So the options that are available are, I'm going to go ahead and make the assumption it's Keenan Allen, Calvin Austin,
Booty.
Booty.
I like Booty.
Boutte, and then Fannin, Johnson, and Ertz are all available. Those are interesting choices.
Yeah.
Well, if we're looking, strictly speaking, let's look at tight ends, right?
Okay.
So I have Colston Loveland at 20 this week because it's a rookie and you're going to have to prove it to me. If you needed a tight end to start, I would go pick up either Fannin or Ertz if I am forced into starting Loveland. Now, that gets into the conversation around who would you rather roster for the rest for, long term.
Fannin.
Yeah, I'm not totally there yet.
I am. I didn't like Loveland.
I
didn't like Loveland because he has to battle with Kmet, and I just don't see that happening this year where he
can kill Kmet officially.
Yeah. I think it's going to be like Ertz, who just hangs around over and over.
You could talk me into it. You could definitely talk me into.
Well, Fannin, they told me. They're like, hey,
that's what I mean. They literally told me. And I didn't believe them. And then they showed me. And now I'm starting to believe you. Because it's like, talk is cheap. But when you go out and you target the man like that, it's like, okay. Because that gets very much into the idea of, you could have a cookie today, or you could possibly have 2 cookies tomorrow. And normally I would tell people you should wait for the 2 cookies. But in this case, I might just want the 1 cookie. Because it's not, you could definitely have 2 cookies tomorrow. It's, you could maybe have 2 cookies tomorrow. And that is a key material difference. So you could talk me into cutting. I would not judge you too hard if you wanted to cut Loveland for Fannin at this point. I will not judge you for that. Now, do you want to cut Burden for Allen? Well, let me ask you a question. Do I need Allen to play?
No. Yeah. Do you need it now?
Do I need Allen? Is Allen going to be my flex? Because if he is, do it. I don't care about Calvin Austin. You don't need Booty. You don't need the Boutte. You might want the Boutte, but you don't need the Boutte. Like, it's not mandatory. We're not there yet. But if I was in a situation where I'm looking at no, I might be playing Keenan Allen. Oh yeah, that's fine. Do that, because you could probably claim Burden again later.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, I
We'll
mean,
see.
more than likely, unless he
pops
week,
off.
yeah, he has a freak week, which I just don't see. Again, don't see happening.
Well,
We'll
see. We'll see. So it's like I would be fine if I needed Allen to play. You know what I mean? Like if I'm literally staring down the reality that these two guys are going to be starting for me here either this week or in the not too distant future. Yeah, go ahead and do it. You can cut Loveland and you can cut Burden, and the ones that speak to me the most would be Allen for as long as he can stay healthy, and Fannin.
Oh.
Now, if Fannin was gone, I would be okay grabbing Ertz.
Yeah,
that's fine. I'm fine with that.
All right, here's a good one. Do we trust Pickens this week?
I never trust Pickens ever.
I do. I'm rolling.
You could ask me that question a million times. I don't trust Pickens. I haven't trusted Pickens his entire career. Not going to start now.
Again, I think they do a show me week, and I think they're going to show a little bit this week. I mean, the opportunities were there, man.
Everyone.
Yeah.
I don't like. I have Pickens as a flex. It's a good matchup, but I don't. Do I trust it?
It really depends on who the other options are. That fair?
I would rather play Hollywood Brown. I trust that more.
Yeah. Better.
I would much rather play Jacoby Myers.
Safer.
Because I know what I'm getting.
Yeah.
So the way the question is worded gets you the answer that you got. But the question becomes, if the question is worded, would you play Pickens as a flex? I'd be like, yeah. I mean, depending on what my other options are, sure. I might roll him out there. But do I trust it? Hell no. Never have, never will.
Savage.
We haven't even gotten into the fact that he's a head case.
Yeah.
And I don't like lodging that at people because it's
case.
you know.
Sorry.
I didn't say that. You said that.
I'm thinking of the song. My bad.
Yeah. All right. What's Daniel want?
PPR pick 2. Hill, Adams, Hollywood, Ridley, Pittman. Ooh. Uh-oh.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Uh-oh. He's definitely going to have to go to the rankings for this.
I am going to have to go to the rankings for this. Well, it's Adams. I mean, you're playing Adams, right?
Are you?
I am. I'm going to play.
Because I'm guessing you think Pittman's going to get Surtain?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He's going to get a nice, healthy dose of it. And also, to be honest with you, the Pittman thing is very interesting because
that's the only reason I'm bringing it up, because I was like,
it's very enticing. But what I learned from that game, to the extent I learned anything, is that really the only Colt that I was super impressed with was Tyler Warren.
Yeah.
Tyler Warren just murdering any value Josh Downs may ever have had in his entire career in one game.
He's
like
dealing with injury.
Just
give him a break.
Just ending Josh Downs' whole career in one game, like just because by the time, if Warren doesn't get hurt, we're looking at this weird reality where Warren is the tight end, the slot receiver, and the RB2. 3, really. The gadget RB behind Giddens. But
yeah,
he was the offense. And it's like, well,
looked real good doing it.
That's gonna be a thing. So I was sold on that now that I've seen it. But no, for me it's Adams, and then it's Hollywood, because I'm not interested in any Dolphin, like I said earlier, this week for one more week at least, unless your name is Achan, and then you don't have other choices. You're going to be playing Achan because that's how your team works.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you are truly blessed and you live a blessed life if you could if you could actually justify sitting that. So Hill's off the table, Ridley's off the table, and it would actually be an interesting conversation between Pittman and Hollywood, but I think Pittman is going to get blanketed by Surtain.
So Tyler Warren, step on up. It's a great week to have Tyler Warren as your tight end one. Oh wait, that's me.
It's going to be a great week to have Tyler Warren for quite a while. Hey, look, we get to answer Chuck's question, and I'm going to try to not throw up.
I already tried. Okay. All right. How does Mac Jones affect the hype for Pearsall with the Niners' injuries?
Downgrade all Niners massively.
Yeah. I mean,
all of them.
Yeah, it definitely hurts because
The only one that might not get downgraded weirdly is Brian Robinson. Because you
Kind of
can't really downgrade him any more than he already was.
okay. I was like,
Uh,
CMC probably actually gets a little bit of a boost.
Maybe a
but-
tiny one.
Yeah, I was like, but
Like-
yeah, overall, I mean, it definitely hurts. You're hoping that Pearsall does what he does, which is break a big play and score.
Mac Jones is not anybody's answer to anything. And with less options and Kittle not being there, and probably no Jennings, I agree. Yeah, all joking aside, CMC probably gets a small boost. He'll probably get a little more volume. Brian Robinson actually gets a little bit of a boost.
Just because it's something,
because-
and then
just
need to rest
because
him.
it's something. And then every pass catcher gets a downgrade. So I would be. We touched on this earlier, Chuck. I am looking at exactly two 49ers that are in startable range for me, and it's CMC because I guarantee you won't have better options based on where you drafted him, unless your team is truly blessed. And then I actually have Brian Robinson up into flex territory because they're going to try and run the ball as much as humanly possible in this game to take the pressure off Mac Jones. I don't want to play any Niner pass catcher. So if I could avoid it. Daniel, just start asking the questions.
Yeah.
I see you in here.
He,
Hi, Daniel. Just start.
yeah, just get him in. We got time.
Just
We'll
get him in.
You know
got
how
a
we
little
are.
bit of
We'll
time
answer
here.
everything. It's just how
We'll go until we still have some questions. You got a little time here.
All right, Royce, welcome back.
Oh crap! It is Royce. Oh, awesome.
Oi, it's gonna be Bill.
JCM. Moving on.
Yeah,
It's Bill. Bill.
we're not trusting Tyrone, bro.
No. It's Bill because all Bill has to do is fall bass backwards into the end zone, and you're good.
Probably
That
gonna
could
happen.
happen. That could happen. I would like to also point out that so many people were so mean about Austin Eckler and saying that he's old and saying that he sucks and saying that like he's washed, and I'm just laughing because I'm like, you all don't understand that like it's the rental car. You don't understand how the rental car works, Twitter. Whatever you're calling yourself now. Like you just whatever. You just don't get it. Like they owe Eckler nothing. And Eckler is going to be good with this because he's 30 and he is trying to get one more NFL contract before he has to go work for whatever the local radio station is in either San Diego or LA or whatever his second career is, because you and I both know, Jason, we're rapidly at that point with Eckler, right? Like he's 30.
His social media game's on point, so that's what he's
I know,
gonna do.
but like that's what I'm saying. He's got like what, one more year, maybe. He's looking for like one more 1-year deal, and I'm like, well, this kind of makes sense. You just run him into the ground because what do you care?
Yeah.
If you're the Commanders, like you're trying to go to the playoffs.
Yeah, and another
So
pass
it's like-
catcher for you.
Yeah, they need it, and they need it because none of their other running backs can catch
Anything.
that they have shown.
Yeah.
That they have shown to this point. So, very interesting.
So we covered this, and it went with why isn't it going?
No, he acknowledged it.
Okay, I was
He-
like, it was my.
He acknowledged us further down. We're good. He's all taken care of.
Guessing this was when you were glitching.
Yeah, that's because I was trying to figure out if there's a Tracy that plays wide receiver, and I'm like, no.
All
That's
right.
not real.
This is
Everybody, it's week 1 for everybody, and people need to remember that you can't just write last names for this anymore.
It's hard.
It doesn't
There's
work.
too many
You
similar
have to
last names
put-
now.
First initial and last name is the right way to do this. That's give me that. It's not that much more typing.
Yeah, you would think, but there's a lot of times you just kind of go with context and hope for the best.
Usually, yeah, we just kind of guess. But if you want to help us, help me help you, put first initial last name. That will help, especially when it's like Johnson or something like that, where it's like, yo, bro, that doesn't narrow it down. There's like 8 Johnsons. Like it. Obviously, sometimes it's obvious where it's like, like Neighbors, Puka, like, the things like that.
Dunze.
But
All right,
are we at
Daniel Pacheco or Etienne? It's PPR. Should be easy.
it's PPR? Yeah, I mean,
Only kind of hard to get away from Etienne after the trade.
yeah, I'm just trying to see where I or not Puka. Oh yeah, okay. No, we're gonna play Etienne. I had to double check his matchup.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like, why do I have Etienne so high? And I'm like, oh, I have him at
That's
16.
why.
I have him at 16, and I'm like, why did I do that? Then I'm like, is it just I have no memory of yesterday apparently? So no, yeah, I have Etienne at 16. It's a 4-star matchup out of 5. Did you not just see what Samson did?
Yeah.
We all watched that. I watched it. I watched more of it than I care to admit.
Only game I got, so.
It wasn't the only game I had, but I went out of my way to watch some of it because I wanted to see what was up with that game. It started off like I expected, and then it went in the tank like immediately, and then it was kind of like a car crash that I couldn't really turn off.
No,
So
that
like,
was Monday night's game. Like,
oh no, I had no problem turning that off.
I was like,
as a
this car
lifelong
crash, I
Bears
can't look
fan,
away. Who's gonna win this?
I had no problem turning that off and going to bed as a lifelong Bears fan because that's the difference. Is I knew, I was pretty sure what the ending was going to be, and I was hoping to be pleasantly surprised, and I wasn't.
All right, deep breath before we get Daniel. Okay. All right, boys. Welcome back to another year of torture. PPR pick 3: Demont, Dobbins, Keenan, Odunze, Quentin, Pittman.
He is playing only in PPR now, so we don't have to go through that.
Yeah, that helps.
conversation.
So,
Let me get to my
still
flex rankings.
rolling. Well, PPR, I don't know. Still,
It's
you're gonna go
PPR, which-
Montgomery. I think I'm going to do, or maybe not. So we're playing Quentin for sure, right? Pretty sure I have him the highest of all these options.
I do not have him the highest of all these options because I'm
What?
looking at my flex rankings. So I mean, it's one game. I'm not gonna like totally sell my soul here on a guy.
Well,
that
no,
I've
it's more
watched
just the fact that
drop
he's the red
ton of
zone
football.
target for him, clearly. So I'm
The-
assuming he's getting a touchdown.
But the interesting thing is that he gets to pick between both of them. He has both. Like, so
Wait.
just go ahead. Are you trying to play both Chargers? Is that where you're headed here?
Well, I was going to go Montgomery, Quentin, and actually do a Dunze.
Oh, interesting. Interesting. That is interesting. See, I have like Montgomery, Dobbins, and Odunze all really close to each other.
Yeah,
So
Montgomery would
it's-
actually be the next one for me.
Yeah,
That's why I was like,
for me, I've got Monty, Dobbins, and Odunze like all right near each other, and then everybody else is like slightly lower than that. I'm not willing to just totally give up on Montgomery yet.
yeah, I mean,
So-
he's still splitting. That was just a tough matchup for him.
The problem
It was a
with Montgomery,
50-50 until
Yeah, the problem-
pretty
problem-
much last quarter.
problem with Montgomery is that we're playing PPR.
Yeah.
At this
He
point,
sees some.
and if it was me, I could tell you I'm gonna play off this list. I'm gonna play Montgomery, Odunze, and Quentin Johnson. As much as it makes me want to throw up.
So
That's-
okay,
that's
that's fine.
how I
We can
have
do
it.
that.
That's how I do it. How would you do it?
That I'm close enough that I can roll that way. I have Pittman right there, but yeah, I'm fine.
I
rolling.
have Pittman and Johnson and Keenan all
Yeah.
functionally close to each other. This is a good question actually because
Yeah,
they're all
really like it.
It's a good question. It's because they're all very similar.
Yeah.
In certain ways, is by ranking.
Yeah, I want to see it again. Like Neil said earlier, we want to see it again from Allen, being older. If that's still going to be the volume he gets, it's going to be impossible to.
I'll play him until he gets hurt inevitably.
Yeah.
Like that's going to be my reaction to that. I'm not ready to cut bait on Montgomery yet. I don't like Dobbins because like now is the time to play Dobbins, but because he's going to have less value as the season goes on, but I'm not sold on it here. So I'm going to roll out Montgomery. Like I said, Montgomery, Odunze, and Quentin Johnson is how I'm going to handle it. And it's largely down to the Pittman draws Surtain.
Yeah, that's the one issue. If it was any other week, not an issue. He would be he'd be above everybody. It wouldn't be close.
Yeah, I'd probably roll him as my third guy at this point. But for this week, it's gonna be those three.
Yeah,
that's what it is. Because everybody else just you're picking. You are literally picking nits here. With those, they're all pretty similar. What about his second question? So you get it one tight end and one wide receiver. I don't think this is going to be that hard.
Yeah, no.
To be honest, Jason.
Nope.
So do we agree?
It might be because I don't think we're going to agree on the wide receiver.
No, because I'm going to play Diggs.
And I'm going to play Tillman.
All right. Well, you have fun with that. It's not that actually. That's not what I thought you were going to say. I thought you were going to say Pearsall.
No, I have Tillman unreasonably high. He's
unreasonably high, eh? I have Tillman at 43. Where do you have Tillman?
24.
Wide receiver rankings. Holy.
Yeah.
Sweet fancy Moses.
I have Judy at 17 and him at 24. So yeah, I'm
okay. All right then. I like me some Tillman, but as a flex, not like that. So no, I have Diggs because we talked about it. Daniel missed it, so just for him at the beginning of the show, we talked about if 8 targets is a reduced snap count.
Well, he played reduced snaps, but he saw pretty much the same amount of targets as everybody else.
I don't care. I can't if he's gonna play them all. I can't wait to see what that looks like. It's gonna be 12.
Yeah. So
I'm gonna roll out Diggs, and then who do you like on the tight end side of that equation?
This week I actually think it's Strange, but it's close with
I
Ertz.
agree. Nope, I agree. I have Strange at 12.
Okay.
Second choice would be Ertz.
Okay. I was like, this week because it's a good matchup, I have him pretty high. So I have him at 10. So we're right there.
Yeah, like I've got him as he's my Strange would be like my streaming tight end of the week kind of deal. Like back end tight end 1. I think he gets some additional love because the Cincinnati defense in general just looked terrible, but in particular the secondary just got roasted by Harold Fannin and Dylan Sampson and these household names everybody knows. Tillman and Judy, everybody went down the field on him.
Yeah.
So I'm down for that.
All right. Other half. 2 flexes.
You're doing it that way? I was going to go to Thomas.
Okay, we can go to Thomas. This
Thomas'
one's easy.
question is short. It's short. Yeah. I'm not ready to cut bait on Hockenson yet.
Huh?
Hawkins.
What are you smoking? You okay?
What are you putting up there? Do you not see right
Thomas?
underneath?
Golden and Tillman?
Go up.
What the heck are you talking about?
Do you not see Thomas's question
This
where
is Thomas's
he asked
question.
us about Hockenson or
I don't.
Fannin?
That's not on here. No.
It absolutely is because I'm looking at it. So it's in there somewhere. You might have already clicked on it at some point. It's sandwiched in there. It's sandwiched in there in between Daniel's questions.
No, dude, I don't have it. This is the only one I got is Golden and Tillman.
Okay, because he asked those questions later. All right, well, Thomas, I don't know what's going on with that, but I will answer your question because I see it. Hockenson or Fannin Jr. in week 2 is his exact question as written. And I will tell you, Thomas, that I am not ready to completely cut bait on Hawkinson after one bad game. I have Hawkinson at 6. Hawkinson has the best tight end matchup that you can have, which is Atlanta. So I think they make it a point to get him the ball. That's what I'm going with here.
Okay.
I have Fannin. Fannin is in tight end 2 territory for me.
I have them back to back, so I have Fannin higher, but I'm fine either way.
I'm just not ready to give up on Hawkinson after one bad game.
I agree. That's
All
why
right.
I just have him. He's still a top 12, top 8.
Yeah.
7 and 8. Like I don't know what to tell you there.
So then the next question I have is Daniel's PPR 2 flex question that starts with Tracy.
Okay. Tracy, Pearsall, Keenan, Keon, Judy, Devonta. Guessing that's Smith.
Yeah.
I was trying to think if there's any other.
Gotta be.
I'm still used to Freeman, and my mind's all over.
I'm gonna play. This isn't that hard for me. I'm gonna play Judy.
Yep.
And then it's the only conversation here is: do you want to play? Do you roll out Devonta Smith or do you roll out Keenan Allen? And that's the only conversation, as far as I'm concerned, is between those two. Do you have other names that you want to pound the table for?
No, I'm going to go Allen though because Devontae Smith. I'm more worried that AJ Brown gets fed this week because he only saw 1 target last week, and I think that was.
No, I hadn't heard. The entire internet didn't have a total absolute meltdown about it at all.
So I'm like, yeah.
I'm gonna roll out Devonta Smith because based on the idea that we don't know that the Keenan Allen thing wasn't a fluke. So we are gonna agree, I think, on the Jerry Jeudy thing because that's definitely that's gotta happen. And then I'm gonna roll out Devonta. If you want to roll out Keenan Allen to see if you can get lightning to strike twice, I'm not gonna pound the table for that. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna have it. I'm not gonna call you insane to want to do that because, to be honest with you, if you think you can ride out Keenan Allen before what likely is going to happen, you might as well get your points while you can. But I'm not prepared to sit Devonta Smith. You drafted him for a reason. All right, so then it's 1 running back, 1 flex.
And I think we're going to be actually. I'll be curious about your running back, but I think we'll be on the same page for when it comes to the flex.
Boy, I absolutely hate playing a tight end. Wait. Which Warren?
Nope. I'm assuming that's Jalen.
I'm gonna assume that that's Jalen as well because it's listed with the other running backs, right?
That's why I was like, whoa.
Okay.
This would be the 1 week that I would play Warren. Warren would be the correct answer.
I probably would. No, I probably would too. And that's where it's like, wait. Is that the flexes or is that the running backs? I see what he's doing here. What are you gonna do? What are you thinking for running back for you? I think I know what it's gonna be. Are you gonna recommend Benson?
Yeah. I'm rolling it out there. It's really close with Sharp just because that split. I can't trust the split. Like the fact that he was that pretty much outsnapped Walker just blew me away. And if they're going to do that, I'm all aboard the Sharp train for sure because he can do it all. But if they are going to be splitting, I'd much rather go with Benton in the matchup this week.
Yeah. It's a great matchup for Benson.
That's the only reason I have him up there.
I will concede that to you. However, based on a very, very tiny sample size, Pittsburgh couldn't stop the run at all last week. So based on what we saw last week, admittedly very small sample, I am going to roll out Sharps. That's how I have it. It's going to be Sharps for me.
I know. I figured out it might be the case, and so I was like, "Oh, I don't know where you're going to go," because I had to bring that back. I was like, reeling as quick as I could.
It's going to be Sharps. Okay. It's going to be Sharps. And then Odunze. It's going to be Odunze. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
Odunze.
that's kind of what I'm like. It's really a toss up between Benson and Sharp, and then it's definitely a Doomsday.
Yeah, it's Odunze because it's PPR.
And Jennings not playing. We talked about Waddle and length, and then we're not playing another running back. So
No.
all right. Now to the other Daniel. Tillman, Ridley, Reed, Tracy. Easy.
Tillman, move
Tillman.
on. Even I agree. I don't have him. I mean, you're insane, but like, even I agree. Like with that.
Come on, you know I like Tillman. I was talking about it all last year.
No, I know, but it's with having been 24 that's like okay, like that's crazy.
Yes.
And then are we back?
Yes, he
where
was.
where are we at? Where are we at here?
Chuckleman. Wasn't Matt good for BTJ? And yes, he was. He did just fine. He fed that one guy, and that's part of the reason I have Pearsall high, is because I don't know who else he's going to give it to except for CMC and the running backs.
You all have fun playing pass catchers that are in a Mac Jones led offense. You all have fun with that. You let me know how that goes.
Yeah, it's not going to go great, but if
historically,
all it takes
historically
is one,
it goes very poorly.
All it takes is one.
Yeah, historically that goes very poorly. We could all cherry pick examples if you want. Remember what it looked like before BTJ?
Well, see what.
So you're going to make the corollary that BTJ and Pearsall are comparable players.
I mean, we don't know.
They're not to me.
We don't know.
They're not to me. They're not to me. Maybe
he got
they
shot.
Are for you guys.
He hasn't played a full year.
Y'all have fun. I'm avoiding that like the plague.
The other option is the fact that he's pretty much going to be it.
All right. Are we going to Thomas?
What? Thomas? Oh, this one? The Golden Tillman? Because it's Tillman.
Oh, yeah. Tillman. Tillman. I just want to make sure he gets a formal answer. He had another one. It was pick one.
I don't have anything else.
I got it. It's Pickens, Hunter, Golden, Tillman is what it is.
Pickens,
that's the full
Hunter, Golden, Tillman. Still think it's Tillman for me.
Yeah, I'm playing Tillman.
Hunter would probably be my next one, and then Pickens.
Yeah, I'm not ready to put Hunter in yet. The 8 PPR points was fine, but I was hoping for more in his debut. So for me, it's gonna be Tillman. I don't love any of it, to be honest. They all have their own issues. I don't trust Pickens, never have, never will. Hunter is still really early in his career. Golden is an intriguing
on an offense that picks one guy that has to score.
It's an intriguing thing in certain ways, but I don't want to count on it. And the one that I feel the best about is Tillman.
Yep.
For this week specifically. And then I think now we're back to Daniel.
All right. One quarterback, one running back, one wide receiver, and a flex. So Herbert, May, Geno, Stafford, Sampson, Pacheco, Dobbins, Kenneth Walker, BTJ, Adams, and more. So let's go with quarterbacks. Herbert, Mayer, Geno, Stafford. I think we're going Herbert here, right?
I have Herbert at 6. Yeah, I'm playing Herbert out of that list.
Okay. I was like, the next closest one I have is May, and he's at 9.
And then it's gonna be Walker. Don't feel good about it.
Oh, you're killing me. Sampson's right there.
Oh, I do. I don't even see him.
Like, Sampson's right there, baby. Just take the layup. It's PPR all day.
Yeah, after last week, if you wanted to
scary.
do that, go ahead. And then
got more passes than everybody of these other running backs put together.
And then it's BTJ, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't see how you're going to sit BTJ. I have Brian Thomas at 6, so I ain't scared.
I'm sure he's here somewhere. I'm just not seeing
him. I have Adams at like 20. He'd be my next choice, and there's no universe where I'm playing DJ Moore with those other options available. So I'm just gonna play BTJ.
Yes. I agree. I have BTJ the highest. Then, oh no, that's I was like, I was like, and then a Dune save, but then I was like, oh nope, other wide receiver for the Bears. Okay, so yeah, we'll go with Herbert. You said Walker. I said Sampson, and then BTJ.
If you want to play Samson and see if you can catch lightning in a bottle twice, that's fine.
All right.
It's not what I would do necessarily, but
PPR. That's the only reason I like it, just because he's going to see 8 targets, and that's worth it to me. All right.
well, it doesn't look like the real question there is
Judkins.
Judkins going to play?
And I don't. They're going to be
keep him
messing
out.
with the whole
I don't know that
NFL
he is.
PA and
I
whatnot.
don't know
too.
that he's going to play this week. We'll
Yeah.
see.
Still have tomorrow and Friday to find out. All right. Half
yeah.
PPR. 1 wide receiver, 1 tight end, 2 flexes. Higgins, Pearsall, Ridley, Keenan,
Higgins.
Henderson, and Njoku, Jawan.
Higgins.
Yes. Higgins, then tight end.
There's no way. I don't see how it's going to be that bad twice.
No way.
Higgins. And then...
Jawan. Ride till the wheels fall off, baby.
Which Henderson does he mean? You think?
Travion, I'm guessing.
Be my guess. Doesn't really super matter, but
He would be one of my flexes, yeah. It'd be Pearsall and Henderson as my flexes, and then Jawan. Because it's half.
well, it's so yeah, but it's going to be it's Higgins, and then you're going to play Jawan.
It's so half kind of hurts. That's why I'm going with the big play in Pearsall. I know you're probably going to go Allen, but
Well, no, I'm probably also going to play Jawan. I'm still looking at tight ends.
oh, okay.
So yeah, I'd probably play Jawan as much as I don't love it.
You love it, don't lie.
I don't. The man is a walking soft tissue injury on a bad team. So it's and that
He's
sucks
played
for him.
97.8% of snaps.
Yeah, he did. And that's why I picked him as much as I hate it. But like it's
Vital piece of
feel
information to
great
have
about
right
it.
there.
I don't feel great about it. But yeah, you're gonna pick the guy who's even on a terrible team is gonna play all the snaps as opposed to David Njoku, who suddenly after a lot faster than I thought he would end up there is in a timeshare. And yeah, so that's not ideal. And then let's see. And then it's 2 flexes.
What the?
Yeah, it's Henderson, and then I'm gonna play Keenan Allen. See if I
So.
can get lucky.
All right, worth a shot. Then PPR pick 2, Tet, Waddle, Keon. Well, it's easy. We're sitting Waddle.
Yeah, I'm not playing Waddle again after what I just witnessed.
PPR.
And then I'm playing Andrews.
Okay, agree.
Yep,
Andrews.
Andrews.
Quarterback, wide receiver.
Ugh.
Think I'm
I
gonna
hate
go
my options.
Dak and Diggs. Going with the D's, baby.
Yeah.
Double
yeah,
Ds.
Dak is. Yeah, Dak and Diggs.
Gotta stick with it. Let's roll.
All right, and then if Christian Kirk comes,
I'll hold fire R. Cut 1. Thielen, Booty, Thornton, Gordon. Hey, what Gordon?
there's a Gordon.
IDP maybe?
No.
Who the hell is
Ollie
Gordon?
Ollie Gordon.
Oh yeah.
You could cut Ollie Gordon.
Yeah, that no, we're not messing with that. That was a trash mistake.
You can go ahead and cut Ollie Gordon. He'll be there for you when you need him back.
Yeah, I mean the next thing would probably be Thielen.
Yeah, just because he's old.
Yeah.
And he's at this point in his career. I also have zero issue cutting Kincaid.
I agree.
I have zero issue cutting Kincaid with extreme prejudice.
Well, after last week, yeah, that was just a
The things on this team that I would be inclined to hold on to are Thielen until he gets hurt. Booty. I have no love for Thornton, really. Like I'd be like really the things on this team that I would be off this list that I would be inclined to want to hold. Sorry, someone wrote something funny further down.
God,
As it relates to this cover, yeah, that's what I was like. Josh Gordon.
That's the only name I can think of. My bad.
Yeah, Ollie Gordon is who he means. I'm sure of it.
Yeah, clearly now I was just like, what Gordon is there? That's the only
well, Melvin Gordon would be the other historical name. Yeah. Like it's, that's where my brain went. Was Melvin? Melvin's still around? Like I haven't seen Melvin in years. Like it's,
not since he won a Super Bowl.
I saw him at the fantasy convention we went 2 years ago. He was there signing autographs. It was very interesting.
All right, sorry. Back to this.
To see how he, yeah. No, the only things on this
I have to put that up.
I am fine with cutting Gordon or Kincaid or
Thielen.
Any of those three. You can just cut them. Like, yeah, you can cut Thornton, you can cut Gordon, you can cut Kincaid. I'd probably hang on to some of those other ones a little bit. But if you're gonna wait, I could tell you, like, the odds that I have on Thielen finishing the season, very, very low. It seems unlikely, considering Thielen is 35. Most 35-year-olds don't make it the whole way who play wide receiver. So,
not unless they're really good route runners.
Jerry Rice.
Dude can still play.
Yeah.
Maybe.
No, because even Jerry Rice at 35, that's when he started to fall off.
All right. Royce is back. Wide receiver 1 and 2 and a flex. So picking 3. Amon-Ra, Higgins, Sutton. Oh my gosh.
Oh my God. You just bragging about your team?
Yeah, that's so rude.
I see how this works. I see how it is, Royce.
This is the correct response to this.
That's fine. I'll do it. This is not a good faith question.
So
I'm playing Amon-Ra. I'm playing Amon-Ra. I have Amon-Ra in the top 10 for PPR. There's no way I'm sitting the Sun God. I have T. Higgins at 15 because Jacksonville's secondary looks like doo-doo.
I have him at 16.
And it's T. Higgins, so I'm going to play T. Higgins as my wide receiver 2. The real question here is Courtland Sutton or Emeka Egbuka. I have them literally 3 spots apart from each other.
I have all these within 8 spots of each other.
No, seriously, I'm pretty close to that.
Like you're
I have
such
Amon-Ra
a douche.
higher. I have Amon-Ra at 7. These are the kind of problems you want to have.
Yeah, I have Amon-Ra at 8.
I have Amon-Ra at 7. I have Higgins at 15. And I have Sutton at 17. And I have Egbuka at 20. And it is literally a conversation about, do I sit Courtland to play Egbuka? That's literally the conversation that we're having here. And I can tell you, I have Courtland ranked 3 spots higher than Egbuka. And the reason is because Courtland Sutton is playing the Colts' crappy secondary. And Egbuka
has a great matchup, but it's a rookie.
It's super enticing to want to go Egbuka. So I understand this question, especially because you're playing the Baker stack. But that sword cuts both ways. Because if those touchdowns go to Mike Evans, we are not having this conversation right now. So I am going to tell you, I would play Amon-Ra, Higgins, Sutton. That's how I would play it.
That's how I also have it. I have Amon-Ra at 8.
You are not insane.
Sutton at 11. T at 15 and Egbuka at 16.
Okay.
So it's real tight.
You're not insane.
Yeah. I get wanting to play it. So if you want to, go for it. I mean,
I would be
trimming hairs here.
I would be sitting Sutton to do it. It sounds like you would rather sit Higgins to do it, which I'm not doing.
Can't do
it. Thomas, if we missed one of your other questions and we did not catch that,
don't know
just
why.
Retype it.
Don't
just
know why.
retype it at this point. I think I got it. I think I got it. But if you're still out there, I think I caught it, and I don't know why that's not happening
Yeah,
in
I
the
wish
background
I.
the way that it is. But I think I caught it. I think we're there. But if by some miracle I did not catch it, type it again, and we'll just do it right now. But I think we got it. And let's go to Daniel.
Oh, Daniel, my bad. Sorry, I didn't specify.
No, above that.
Would you drop Njoku for either Ingram
That.
or Kraft, or just keep Njoku?
Oh, I hate it. I hate all of it.
Yep, this makes me feel dirty.
Yeah, because I would probably drop him at this point for Kraft, and I really hate it.
Yeah. Because he's running more snaps. However, talk about things that are so confusing. They paid Christian Watson, even though he's been.
I don't know. Like,
I hate this team so much.
But I do too. A lot of history on that mountain. So what I would do is, if I was you, I probably would cut Njoku for Kraft. I'm not cutting him for Ingram.
Yeah, not yet.
Ingram is already questionable. Ingram is already questionable as well, so that's fun. The man who has struggled with injuries his entire career is now already questionable after one game.
Yeah. Well, that seems like part of the league already. Is if you're struggling, they're like, no, we're going to take a rest day on Wednesday. See how we feel Thursday. Maybe I'll get up and go to work. But okay, more importantly, here we go. Drop Bo for Penix or Daniel Jones. It's not that we don't.
Interesting question.
It's
not that I hate Daniel Jones. I rostered Daniel Jones in Dynasty, and
I don't struggle to believe it.
Yeah, that's the issue. Is like I've seen that movie many times.
Yeah, he
and it's like I don't hate Daniel Jones. I just don't think he's like a consistent fantasy option.
He's a smokescreen.
He's like a streaming option.
Yeah,
is what Daniel Jones is. Like he's not something that I feel I need to consistently roster. He's my bye-week filling guy on a lot of my Dynasty teams. In Dynasty, so in redraft, I usually will only roster 2 quarterbacks. In Dynasty, I'll roster 3 because the benches are deeper. Daniel Jones frequently is my 3rd quarterback, break glass in case of emergency. Like I need a body.
Yeah.
It's not that he like is horrible. He played on a horrible team for a lot of his career.
Doesn't help things. He didn't have anybody to really help build him up and coach him.
But you're talking about like, okay, Bo Nix, I've still got rated as like,
I haven't
back end starter.
Yeah,
like I don't have Bo Nix as a starter this week, but I've got him just outside of starter territory where I have Daniel Jones in the 20s, like the mid 20s. I have Bo Nix at 13. The real question to me is, it's a rest of season question. Would you rather roster Bo Nix or Michael Penix?
That's the question.
Moving forward is the real question. And that, I think, is a real question.
Yeah.
That's a real question.
I mean, after what I really liked Penix at the end of last year, but I just wasn't sure they could.
I did too. And I wasn't sure.
And there was so good in week 1.
Gray areas. And now I think we've got some clarity. So I'm at a point now where it's like, yeah, I absolutely am not dropping Bo Nix to roster Daniel Jones. That's not happening.
But for Penix.
But if you want to drop Bo Nix to roster Michael Penix rest of season, I'm okay with that. Like, I'm probably okay with it. I don't know that I would do it yet. I might wait another week on that, but
yeah.
I
think this week will be very telling for Penix.
Yes. I would like to see one more week of this if I could, and then have this conversation next week. But I do not think that is an insane conversation at all.
Well, actually, I don't know. Vikings defense didn't look super.
No,
they started, and then they got injuries. Yeah,
it's all very meh.
Yeah.
So I am okay if somebody wants to tell me like, no, I'm gonna, I want to drop Bo Nix for Penix. It's not necessarily something I would do at this point, but I don't feel that that's insane. I just want to wait one more week if I could do it.
Yeah.
But the Daniel Jones one, yeah, you don't need Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones is going to get in fantasy. Daniel Jones is going to get rostered and cut and rostered and cut and rostered and cut.
He is
and
a good
rostered
streaming
and cut.
option for you.
Yeah, it's.
I bet more than often than not he will be in the waiver wire. He will be the wire on the wire show.
Now, what I will tell you is, if you cut Bo Nix, you ain't getting Bo Nix back.
Correct.
Which is why I'm saying I might want to wait one more week on this. But I do not feel that that is an insane conversation to think about. Like, should I cut? It also gets into the idea of how many quarterbacks are you rostering, Chuck? Because if I'm rostering one quarterback,
or who
I'm
else
not
you potentially
cutting.
drop.
Yeah, if I'm rostering one quarterback though, I'm not cutting Bo Nix.
Yeah.
For Penix. So it does kind of matter, like, who's my weekly starter? Is my weekly starter Bo Nix? Because then I'm cutting the worst player on my team to go roster Penix because I feel like I want to have two at this point. Now, if you've got, like, Jalen Hurts or something like, yeah, don't worry about this. Don't worry about this because this doesn't matter for you yet. You really don't need another option if you're doing something like that. So I kind of need to know how many quarterbacks you have in a weird way.
All right. Daniel's popping up with Fannin or Ertz.
Just play Fannin. You know you want to.
Yep.
Whatever I say is immaterial. This is not a good faith question, Daniel. I can see it from a mile. I know you too well.
Play Fannin,
talked
baby.
to you too much over the years. I know you want to play Fannin. I know what you want, and I'm just going to give it to you.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I saw that, and I choose not to respond. He pays to be here.
That's
can't.
fair. Am I rostering Strange and Ferguson? Strange? Yes. Ferguson? I'm still iffy. I mean, he still is like one of the top red zone targets, but man. I don't know. Also, which one do you start out of the two? Oh, it's still Strange, especially this week.
What's interesting about that?
Drop Kincaid or try to trade him in 12-man?
You're missing another question.
I'm missing a question?
Do you not see a question from Chad Corey that says play Bo or go with Ward, Rogers, Russ, or Danny Dimes? Scroll a bit. Sorry for anyone who's still here.
Like, these are it, dude. This is where I'm at.
All right. No. Well, I'm looking at the combined chat as well, and I'm telling you, something's not pulling for you the right way. We got to figure that out in the background. But I don't know. But it's not Twitch. It is YouTube. And Chad, I see your question. So the question is, do you play Bo? Do you go with Ward, Rogers, Russ, or Danny Dimes? And let me just go back to my quarterback rankings for you.
That's weird. It says message retracted.
Huh, I don't see that way. Well, either way, I'm answering it. And I'm playing Bo Nix.
Sorry, what are the options?
It's Bo Nix, Ward, Rogers, Russ, or Danny Dimes. There are no other viable options. Daniel Jones is what Danny Dimes means.
Yeah.
I'm playing Bo Nix. I'm going back to the well on Bo Nix.
Yep, I agree. Okay, so here we go to this one. Am I rostering Strange and Ferguson? I don't like rostering two tight ends, so I'm fine dropping Ferguson. But I'm also I
probably will roster two tight ends in your case because they're not elite tight ends. They kind of suck. And I'm playing Ferguson by 2 spots, by the way, which is like margin for error. But we talked about this earlier in the show. The Cowboys, I think, are going to try to prove a point. And Ferguson was really close to having a really good week last week. If he didn't get hit in the head as he was trying to catch the ball in the end zone, we probably are not having this conversation. It's probably Ferguson easily. So I am going to roll back out with Ferguson. That's what it is. And I would roster both of them for the time being, largely because inevitably one of those two people is going to get hurt because of the position they play, and then you can just cut them.
Yeah. And drop Kincaid or try to trade him.
No one's going to give you anything for Kincaid.
Yeah, I'm fine. Again, I brought this up earlier. I don't like it, so I'm fine dropping Kincaid.
I will absolutely not roster 3 tight ends. 2 is the
Fair.
max.
I love that that's your baseline. Nope. This is the line. I'm not stepping over the line.
It's 2. It's if you really want to get into it, we started this conversation in the weird show we did. It's 2 tight ends. It's 2 quarterbacks. And if you get a good one, if you're going to go the direction of an elite one, it's 1. And that's how this has to work because you need a critical mass of running backs and wide receivers. But for his options, I'm down to roster 2, and I'm down to roster 2 quarterbacks, but never 3. Maybe there's an exception to that in bye weeks.
Yeah, maybe. But
maybe I'd be willing to make an exception to that for the buys. But outside of that, no. Oh, he answered it. He has Fields and Nix.
Who?
So the question is, would you drop Penix, or would you drop Nix for Penix?
Oh, so this? So Fields over Nix rest of the season? I think I'd rather drop Fields.
Oh,
I know
I'm
you.
Not dropping Fields. I'm not dropping Fields.
I know you won't, but I'm like, I'd much rather have Nix and Penix.
I'm not dropping Fields. No way. Fields, the rushing floor is way too attractive.
That's fair.
All right, hang on, because I saw that. So, is it a bad idea to play Prater in like all of my leagues until Bass comes back? That's fine.
Yeah, it's not that big a deal. I would rather, let me see. Let me go to kickers real quick.
Fields over Nix. Rest of season. See, it's so hard to get into rest of season after one game, man.
Yeah.
Like, it's so hard to do this, and I don't recommend people do this because it changes so much week over week. I mean, if I had to answer your question, I will tell you it's Fields over every other option you've named for me. I have Fields at 8, rest of season. His schedule is insane. It's so easy. They have the easiest schedule for opposing quarterbacks, and he has the rushing floor. And I don't really give a crap that he can't throw the ball effectively.
It looked okay.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Wilson.
That's not why I'm here. I'm not here for that. That's all gravy. I'm here for him running around and running in touchdowns because that's how you win in fantasy. Quarterback with rushing floor is how you win. That's why the top 5 guys all have rushing floor. Every year we go through this. And Fields gets hated on because he's not a good thrower of the football, really, and because people have seen him suck and throw a lot of interceptions.
Yeah, I just want to see another week of it. Fantasy. That's what I want. I want to see another week of him making good decisions, and I think again, when it comes to this week, it will be very telling.
Yeah. So if you have both Fields and Nix now, I'm telling you, I'm standing pat with that.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing.
That's fine.
I'm standing pat with that for another week. And if I was going to make a move, it would be Nix that gets cut for Penix. But I would not do that yet. I would wait at least one more week because you are not starting Bo Nix. You are starting Justin Fields. So you're really evaluating backup quarterback at this point. And I'm here to tell you, that's one of the least important things for fantasy. Unless you're playing in 2 quarterback.
Yeah, unless it's
if you're playing in 2 quarterback league, then we're not having this conversation the right way anyway.
Yeah, you should have Penix on your squad already.
You should already have Penix on your squad and cut the worst skill position player you have. So, Vinny, that's what I would tell you to do. You're starting Fields anyway. I'd stick it out with Nix for another week or 2, and then go grab Penix if it doesn't look like it's going to work. But in reality, by the time that this actually matters for you, there'll be some other streamer that you can grab because you're going to probably play Fields most weeks anyway.
Yeah, just come back and watch Monday show. Watch The Wire. We'll have you covered.
Okay, and then we're
sorry. I just had to leave this up here. I hate kickers.
You should.
While you're talking, I'm like, don't we all?
You can leave that up for the rest of the show. Daniel, I have Geno rated at 22.
That is a good question. I have Geno at, oh dear God. You said 22. I have him at 24.
22. Yeah. And then we're.
Yep. Saw that. Okay, so I have Knicks. The Wire has JJ, Dak, Russ, Darnold, Young, Flacco. If I have an empty roster spot, do I roster Dart? I'd much rather have Dak. I don't know why he's out there.
Yeah, I would grab Dak off that list before anybody else.
Yep.
And then just hold on to it.
Yep.
Until
because somebody's dumb.
there is one of those names that is not like the other on that list, and it is Dak.
It stands out like a sore thumb. I don't know.
And I
why
would grab Dak and stash him until something changes. Just stick Dak on there. Hell, this week I'd be playing Dak over Bo Nix. It's one spot, but like that's what I would do.
This is getting really frustrating. Sorry, now I have to keep looking to see because some of these questions are popping up. So we'll do this one. I'll try and go in order here. Sorry, guys.
That's the right one.
Roster 1, Bo Nix is my starter. I'll wait. My worst are Pickens or K. Allen since RJ and Golden get a rookie pass. I'm actually okay dropping Golden. But I know that's not everybody's cup of tea.
Oh. I see. Hang on, let me. Oh, so you okay. Because there's a lot of these questions. So he just has Bo Nix.
Yeah.
Only has Bo Nix.
Okay, I'm gonna go on my rant while you're looking. So, reason I don't like Golden is the reason I don't like any Packer wide receiver. You never know who it's gonna be. The pass catching options there are so iffy. Jones is gonna be siphoning some away. That game is going to be clearly they just beefed up their defense, so now I'm even more worried about them throwing enough for it to be a competitive game. And when it is, Love doesn't care. He's going to throw to who's open. So with that in mind, if Golden saw every target, fine. But that's not how it's going to work out. It's going to be some of Dobbs. It's going to be some of Reed. It's going to be some of Jones. It's going to be some of Kraft and some of Golden. It's going to take a while. And I can't bring myself to hold on to him for that long.
I'm actually kind of okay with that at this point. Because you're talking about prospects. Like, you're not playing Golden anytime in the near future. No, whereas you might need a backup for Bo Nix, because Bo Nix is a nice little story from last year, but I don't view him as like this slam dunk sure thing. You know what I mean? Like, he could regress. We don't know. So I would be fine. Look, I don't like Pickens, so I would be fine cutting Pickens as well. Like, it doesn't do much for me. But I probably would hold on to Pickens over Golden at this point.
You're definitely wanting Harvey just because that could be something.
Yeah, I'm not cutting Harvey. I'm not cutting Keenan Allen because at some point the universe is going to cut Keenan Allen for me more than likely. Okay? I know that's bad to say. But like, the universe is probably going to take care of that for me because the man's old. And he plays a dangerous position for an old man to play. So he's probably going to he'll get removed from my roster on his own. But while he's healthy and while he's out there, I want to hang on to it because I might play that. I'd probably be more willing to roll Pickens out there over Golden, but I'd say I'll always be willing to cut a kicker. But my question becomes, don't you need to start a kicker? You don't have two kickers, right? So that doesn't really do much for you. So it's like you could cut your kicker, but then wouldn't you then have to roster a kicker by Sunday? That's not really doing much for you.
It really depends on what your league says too. I mean, you could theoretically do it, but
you could, but like, what's that doing for you long term? It's not doing much. You just got to go like, you're just flipping around kickers to create. I don't know that I want to go down that road. I'd have to know more to deal with that. But I'd say realistically, you're looking at either Golden or Pickens is who it is. And in your situation, I probably would do it to grab Penix. Because the odds that you're gonna play Pickens or Golden, and of the two, I would cut Golden. Actually, largely Jason's not crazy because he's right about that. you don't know who it's going to be any given week. It could be Dobbs, it could be Wicks, it could be Reed, it could be a
Watson
mix
when he
of
comes
them. It
back.
could be Kraft, and yeah, so it's like you don't know. Like it's kind of frustrating in that regard.
But they'll win
The
games.
Packers pass catchers are frustrating.
Okay, this is where the issue comes in.
Weirdly, Chad Corey asked you the exact same question, which is, will Golden be fantasy relevant in Green Bay, or would you grab Penix to mesh with Drake May?
Yes, I'd grab
Yeah,
Penix
so that's
right now.
So
answer that. That was my thing. And then I have two other questions that got retracted, so I don't know what they say. One from Chad and one from Vinny.
Well, that's the one that Chad asked.
Okay,
and
well,
the one
there
that
was a
Vinny,
second one.
the one that Vinny, well, it's literally he wrote, "Will Golden be fantasy relevant in Green Bay, or would you grab Penix to mesh with May?" And then he wrote, "Hold Golden." So I think he's kind of made his decision there. Not what you would do.
Yeah, not me. That's not me.
And then Vinny wrote a correction where he said, "Sorry," he's like, "I meant I have Fields and Bo, not Penix." And he said, "You would still roster Bo Nix even if I picked you Fields in a 12-man league." And I think he retracted it because I think he understands what we're saying, which is, I would roster Justin Fields and Bo over Penix, and I would roster both of them in a 12-team league for now.
Yeah, fine.
We see how that plays out. Yeah, we see how that plays out. It's only been one
Penix have
game.
a big week, and is playing better than Nix.
And if Bo Nix looks like doo-doo again,
Yeah.
okay, we revisit this conversation.
Come back next.
But it doesn't matter because you're playing Fields. The reason I'm saying wait is because you're playing Fields anyway. So this isn't really helping you that much. So I'm willing to be patient with Nix because it's only a 1-game sample. And then Chuck is up.
Yeah, that's the last one I got.
Yeah, that's the last one I got too. And then we're gonna wrap.
Okay. In PPR, would you ship Pearsall and Pollard for Breece Hall?
Yes.
Yeah.
All day, every day.
Sounds
if someone
good
was
to
willing
me.
and I've just got done. He wasn't even here at the beginning where we said no trades.
We don't talk about trades. It's too early.
No trades.
Till
no
week 5.
trades. No trades till week 5. I would do that today. I would do that right now. If somebody was actually willing to do that,
do it quickly.
I would do it right now.
Except for you need to pick up another wide receiver bad.
Yeah, you would need to get another wide receiver. But considering I'm not sold on Pearsall and I'm not sold on Pollard, to get a real running back,
yeah,
I am in, baby.
Well, and it's also the fact that we're not sure how long or if Purdy's going to be out for how long that's going to be.
Yeah, so, but like I'm in, baby. I'm in. I love me some Breece Hall. Everybody knows that.
That's fair.
General rule of thumb is to not do this, but I am down for it because I feel like I am getting a massive upgrade at running back. And his other running backs are, he's got both Broncos guys. He's got Sharp
and Hampton.
He's got Hampton.
Yeah, you're pretty.
It's all nice. It's all nice, but the upgrade from Pollard to Hall is significant. And yes, at some point you are going to be able to get you're going to need to get a wide receiver, but I could figure that out as the season goes on, and I could trade one of these running backs to get a wide receiver at some point. And then Vinny's got one more question, it looks like.
Would you hold Ayuk and Godwin on IR going forward?
Do you have 2 IR slots?
Yeah, I mean, if you can, might as well.
If I have 2 IR slots that I don't need, then sure. If I have 1 IR slot and I have to pick, then
Ayuk.
I'm probably picking Godwin, I guess.
Oh, really?
It's kind of the Spider-Man meme at this point, right? Like it's like,
well,
maybe you go with Ayuk because of the Jennings noise and the like. Okay, sure, but like, it's kind of the same thing. It's like, to me, it's like, which hurt guy do you want? You know, like, and I'm.
Yeah, but then you have Godwin fighting with Ibuka while Ayuk
is he? We don't know that yet.
Yeah, fair.
1 game.
Fair, I guess. I mean, you can ask it. We'll see if it's worth us saying no.
I mean, you can ask. Like, I'm gonna answer.
You see how
but
you see how this works? You ask, we try and answer unless we don't
ask
like it,
whatever
and then we'll say no.
question you want, and I'll probably answer you. You might not like my answer. I make no guarantees on whether or not you'll like my answer, but
Real question is, nope, that's somebody else. Yeah. Drop Caleb for Penix.
no,
Yeah.
no,
Yep.
no,
Yep. All day.
no. That's an insane hot take. That is a totally insane hot take.
I don't
Doesn't
like
have
Caleb. That's my issue.
Bad
It's
shit.
like
It's batshit crazy.
I've seen the progression. He looked okay with the initial 20 plays, but then it crumpled, and that makes me nervous.
It's one game. I'm not throwing the baby out with the bathwater here on that.
But again, I just like Penix. I like Penix more than Caleb.
There's no universe where I'm dropping Caleb for Penix. It's never gonna happen. 2 IRs.
Yeah, 2
Ew,
IRs.
no.
So
Yeah,
you
then
hold on.
keep them both.
Yeah.
Then keep them both. There's no reason to not keep them both. Just keep them both.
There
Unless
you
you need the IR slots for some reason.
No reason for it.
Drop Mims for Hollywood, but would you drop Hollywood for Tillman? It's an interesting question.
Yep.
It depends on, do I need to play them this week, or is this, I mean, I agree with dropping Mims for Hollywood. I'm good with that because I don't like Mims anyway. I never have. I would not drop Hollywood for Tillman. Not yet. But it depends on the context of your question. Are you talking about, do I need to play something this week, or do I need something for like rest of season? Because if it's rest of season, then yeah, I would drop Hollywood for Tillman because Hollywood's value is temporary.
Yeah, that's why the context always matters.
Yeah, the context of the question really matters here.
I would much rather hold Tillman because I am, like I said, a Tillman fan. It's just how that works. So, but if you need somebody, I mean, even this week, I'm good rolling Tillman, but it's going to be iffy long term.
It's a question to me of like, it's a question to me of like, do I need this for short-term value or for long-term value? If I don't have to play them and I'm looking for long-term value, then just take Tillman. Because Tillman has more value long-term than
Don't
Hollywood
have to play
Brown.
him.
Yeah, Hollywood Brown is a ticking time bomb. Hollywood Brown is a short-term thing. He's a short-term flex that you can play now for points. But in 3 weeks,
could be nothing.
He could literally not matter whatsoever. Whereas Tillman should have some kind of value unless he gets a concussion and misses the rest of the season again. Because that's how that movie ended last time.
Yeah.
I would need more information. I would need to know what your other running backs are.
Yeah. So part of the reason it won't be up until week 5, but we do have, I'm going to just promote it now, roster resolutions, which is something that we will look at your entire league, suggest trades, suggest ways to strengthen your roster, all that good stuff. It's way down the line, but
the only way I could answer this question, Vinny, at this point is if I knew what your other running backs were for your team.
Yeah.
And yes, that is why we do roster resolutions.
What kind of league it is, the scoring format, what your team looks like. I mean, that's all
the only way
stuff.
I would need to know what your other wide receivers are. I would need to know what your other running backs are. Genty, Chubb, Aaron Jones.
Chuba. You gave me a correction. Genty, Chuba, okay. Jones, Caleb, JSN, DJ Moore, Downs.
Yeah, then I absolutely don't want to do this because my wide receivers are trash. Like, the wide receivers you have are not good. So giving up London really doesn't help you. JSN, okay, I'll correct that. JSN is good.
Okay, I was about to say,
JSN
dude, that's hurting me.
But DJ Moore isn't something I want to count on, and Josh Downs is looking like we're a lot closer to Josh Downs doesn't matter. than we are to Josh Downs matters. Hell yeah, Daniel. We'll be ready.
I love you, Daniel.
We'll be here for you, but we'll be here for you, buddy. We'll be here. We'll be here to do our annual. Daniel pays us a bunch of money to go through his teams.
And we love it. We appreciate you so much for allowing us to do that.
I'm always here, man. We're here to do it. Vinny, based on Vinny, I am 100% not doing that trade.
Yeah, man. I mean,
it doesn't help you.
Not enough.
Not enough. Like, yeah, sure, you get Bucky Irving, but like, so okay, so then what are we doing? We're gonna play Genty and Irving,
Judy and JSN,
Chuba to play, and then playing JSN and Judy. I would rather just play Genty and Chuba and JSN in London. I'm much happier with my team that way than I am trying to figure out like starting 3 running backs. You know? Jason, do you agree with that?
Yeah. I mean,
I don't really want to get into this.
Much.
Like, I don't want to do the 3 running back thing, man. And I'm not prepared to throw the London out the window.
Yeah, we agree. It's probably a no. It's one too early. It really just the strength of
I'm gonna pass. I'm gonna pass. It's not a terrible offer, but I'm gonna pass. I don't think that actually makes your team better.
All right. Dude named Billy, Fields or Kyler this week?
It's probably Fields for me. I've had Fields all night because I got Fields really high.
It's Fields over Kyler for me.
Oh yeah, it's Fields.
Sorry, Daniel.
Look at him run.
Oh, here you
Look at him go.
Another one for Billy. Okay. Drop Texans defense for the Rams. Yes.
Sure.
Houston looks broken. I am nervous.
Oh, I have the Rams at 2 because they're playing terrible looking Tennessee. Yeah, do that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's an easy decision.
I'm pretty sure they're in the top. Oh no, they're at 2. It's like
fruit fly. Fruit flies have started emerging. It's driving me nuts. I don't know why they're doing that.
Oh, dude, it's vinegar. Got to put some vinegar out. Vinegar and.
Oh, but then I'll put all the vinegar on my chips and fries. Then I'll have to go buy more vinegar.
Yes, that's such a horrible thing.
Never-ending cycle.
We appreciate you, Vinny.
Yeah, no, Vinny, it's been. I appreciate it. Yeah, come on by anytime.
Yeah, we'll be back every Thursday or Wednesday.
Yeah, and
I'll be back tomorrow.
Wednesday.
I'll be back tomorrow.
Yeah, briefly to answer some last-minute questions. But yeah, Daniel, I'm sorry you have to play DJ Moore. That sucks.
Yeah, brutal.
I'd be looking for a way out of that if I could.
I'm working my way back up to it. Oh, it's for Breece Hall. And he has Hampton, RJ, Dobbins, Pollard, and Sharp.
He wants
instead of Pollard, he wants Hampton.
Yeah,
I don't think I can do it then.
I don't like that as much.
Yeah.
I'm more than willing to give him the old guy.
Yeah, not the shiny new toy.
I don't know that I want.
You don't even know what that is yet.
Toy. I mean, on paper, I only have Hampton slightly higher. It doesn't change it that much. I feel less good about it.
Freaking Soaring Eagle.
Oh, hold on, I haven't read that yet. I don't know, Chuck. When it was Pollard and Pearsall, I smashed that trade and never looked back to get Breece Hall. I never looked back. With him, with him coming back and saying now that he wants Hampton, I don't know. That makes me want to wait.
Yeah.
That makes me not as happy.
I'd rather hold.
It was a straight smash before, but now with the revisionist history, I want more data. And now we go to Snoring Eagle.
Reigning champ, that baby, in a dynasty league. Somebody dropped Lad McConkey. Just blew my entire fab to. Yep.
This is just bragging.
Yeah.
All of this is bragging. It's nice to see you, Snoring Eagle, by the way.
Yeah.
It is nice to see
Welcome back. We get it. Thank you. Yeah. It's
you.
probably McConkey over Myers, but
Yeah, I got Lad McConkey at 10. I got Myers a little lower.
just
Much as I like him. Just 10 spots. Yeah, I don't know what the hell's going on in that league.
Yeah, that was a mistake.
But yeah, that's a mistake, and I would play. I would 100% play McConkey off those.
Yeah, I agree. So. All right. So, question is, do you want to do the fun stuff or no? You want to do the
What fun stuff?
Well, you have a QB start of the week?
Oh Lord, Jason, I didn't prepare any of that. we spent 2 hours. We spent 2 hours taking questions. That's what I came here to do. Like, I didn't prepare any of that. I didn't have tight end roulette ready. I didn't have any of that.
Okay.
Like as far as I'm concerned, we came here to do what we are
Doing
here
currently?
to do.
Okay.
Yeah, which is to answer the questions for week 1 and to talk people off the ledge. Because that's usually what week 1 is. It's talking people off the ledge and trying to get them to settle down and stop panicking. And overreacting to week 1. and reminding them that trading is not a good idea right now.
Yeah, too early.
That's really what we're here for, and to answer questions. That's the main stuff. Normally, the other stuff is just sprinkles that we do. Is just sprinkles. I mean, I didn't come prepared with any of it. If you want to do it, go ahead. Who's your start into the week? Go quickly.
All right, it's easy.
Fast.
Quarterback, Michael Penix Jr. Start of the week. Love it. You're not gonna like my sit because I went Justin Fields. I had to be controversial.
Oh well, you're just wrong.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll tell you what. My start of the week, even though it's not legal, is Justin Fields. It's Justin Fields.
Yeah,
it's
because he was at
just Justin Fields.
he was at 7. I'm like, nope.
No. I know it's
taking
not
that
legal.
shot.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's Justin Fields. It's always Justin Fields at this point because of what his ADP was, which was wrong at every level. If you want me to give you a real answer, it actually is. It actually. Oh, weirdly, it's Michael Penix. So there you
That
go.
a baby.
So yeah, if you're looking for somebody off the page, it's Michael Penix. Roll Michael Penix. It's not as great matchup against Minnesota on paper, but he looked really confident last week. He just looks confident. That's what you're looking for. He looks like he knows what he's looking at, and the game's not moving too fast for him.
Yeah.
And he's going through his reads, which is good, and he's not just running around like a lunatic. So no, we're good. We're good there. So I'd say, yeah, we agree on that. The start of the week from off the page is Michael Penix, but the real start of the week is Justin Fields. Now and forever. Now and forever in fantasy, baby. Rushing floor. Rushing floor. Rushing floor. Yay! Like, it's what it's all about.
Tyreek worth
It
the
will never
start?
not be about that.
Chad's asking, is Tyreek worth the start?
No.
Yeah, I agree. It's not worth it.
Now he shows up for you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna write Chat Ninja a strongly worded email, and I don't care if they don't read it. You are very welcome, as always, sir. As always. And then, all right, running back, Jason, go.
I mean, it should be pretty self-evident, but again, Dylan Sampson.
Yeah, we agree. Samson.
Sit.
Samson. And no one gets this reference, but I was doing this for other people. I want to talk to Samson. Fly me to the moon. Doctor says I need a backiotomy. And if you get that joke, it's time to start looking into your first colonoscopy. If you understand what I am doing and you get that joke, I'm sorry you're an old man like me. Like it's great movie. Great movie. But that's all I could think of when I saw him doing that on Sunday was, I want to talk to Sam. Flap it to the moon.
Chuck is surprised with Penix. Even without London, huh? Well, we're not sure that's going to happen yet.
We're not sure about that yet.
But,
I'm assuming London's playing.
Yeah. Even then, I'm still kind of trusting it. You're welcome, Corey.
I'm assuming London's playing.
Or Chad.
We'll
sorry.
revisit. We revisit this conversation as injury reports. Again, come back on Sunday, Chuck. You know where we are on Sunday. I seen you in there. Like, you know where we be on Sunday. So show
Right
up
here.
on Sunday. Yeah, show up on Sunday and ask me this question once we have.
Make sure
I'm
you like and
assuming
subscribe,
London's
baby.
playing. Yeah,
I
I'm
know you
assuming
already have,
London's
but-
playing because it's Wednesday.
All right. RB.
No, you know what? Don't like. Don't subscribe. Don't be a sheeple. Do you? Think for yourself. Do you understand words?
Well,
Oh Lord, that is a different movie, but
Completely.
that is also a great movie from the same time period. That is not the same movie, but why not?
all right.
I love that movie too.
I agree.
Uh,
RB sit of the week. Alvin Kamara.
Oh, that's an interesting one. Even with the glorious matchup,
Dude, he wasn't getting targets. That's how he made his money. Like, pass the man
That
the
is
ball.
how
If
he
that's not
makes-
going to happen, I'm terrified.
That is how he makes his livings. That is very much how he makes his livings. The real answer is Isaiah Pacheco.
Oh, yeah, that's good too.
Yeah.
All
right. Wide receiver. Go.
Kayshon Boutte.
Ew.
It's Miami, and that looked ugly. I think everybody scores for New England this week. Everybody, you get a TD, you get a TD, you get a TD.
Stephon Diggs to the moon and beyond, sir. Same team. Stephon Diggs is being rated at 40.
Oh,
Incorrect. Stephon Diggs should be at 30. It's 10 full spots. Like, Stephon Diggs should be a rock solid smash flex. Like, easy money.
all right.
But I do agree with the general idea of start your Patriots.
Yeah, this week. Definitely step.
If you have,
all of them.
you don't
All of
say
them.
that very often anymore.
Start them all.
That's not a word it's not a sentence you say much in the
Not
recent
since Tom Brady
years.
was there, but now
Yeah,
this week.
but you start your Patriots. That's what this is.
Wide receiver set of the week. Zay Flowers.
Oh,
I'm
DJ
nervous.
Moore. DJ Moore.
Oh, that's good too.
Grody. Bad matchup. Coming off a 7 in PPR.
Yeah, not great.
They did nothing to inspire confidence in me. If I had to play Romo Dunze, fine. I'll begrudgingly do this.
Roll it out there.
Yeah, I don't like it, but yeah, not playing DJ Moore. Not if I could avoid it. I got DJ Moore like 20 spots higher than his consensus ADP, or sorry, lower than his like consensus ADP right now. Not buying it. Dark horse choice is Ricky Pearsall.
Rude.
Yeah. Yeah, not buying that either.
Only option. I'm going with it. Tight end.
For me, it's so bad.
No, it's not. This is an easy one. Talked about him all night.
Because it's Harold Fannin. I see. Yeah. Okay. Sure. So it's Harold Fannin and then the Sid is David Njoku, like some sort of follower, like
No.
some sort of like lazy person would do.
No, see, that's you. You should know who mine is.
I already know who it is, but I'm not gonna. It's Jawan Johnson is what you're gonna say.
That a baby.
Yeah. So all right, sure. If you want to do that, go ahead.
Sit.
There's so many choices for this.
Yeah, there's a handful that are in the
there's
top 12. I'm like, why is he up here?
So many choices for this. Mark Andrews,
That was one. Of
Hawkinson. Like I wouldn't do Hawkinson because he's got
Yeah,
too good of
I
a
agree.
matchup. But
them. Not.
there's so many sits. This is why we started doing the wheel last year. Was because this is stupid.
Jake Ferguson.
I'm not sitting. Jake
I know.
Ferguson.
That's why I did it because
I'm not
man, it terrifies me. So
I
Quick
would
and
be
easy.
down as starts. I'm down for Hunter Henry.
Yep.
I'm down for Fannin if you're desperate,
Yep.
and I'm down for Juwan if you're also kind of desperate. That's fine. And then for sits, Jesus, like David Njoku, go ahead. Like, feel free.
Sam
Like,
Laporta.
I'm not married to starting Ferguson. Sam Laporta's fun. Yeah, sure. You could sit Laporta if you want. I'd rather not. I don't think you're gonna have good enough options to do that. But tight end is such a crapshoot already right now this year. This year, we are already down to 3 tight ends that matter right now because Kittle's hurt. So you're down to McBride, Bowers, and Tyler Warren now.
That a baby.
And
That a
that's
baby.
it.
I love it. I love
And
it.
that's it. And no one else matters. Everyone else is replaceable. Which is why we go back to for years gone by, tight end doesn't matter. Tight end does not matter. Yeah, makes no difference. But if Tyler Warren's going to be the starting slot receiver, the third running back, the starting tight end, yeah, sure. I mean, just on volume, that's what it's looking like. The Colts is maddening, where it's like he's going to do all the middle of the field stuff, is what it sounds like.
Yep.
So
Not great. All right.
pretty gross.
Are you good? You ready
I'm
to be
good.
done? We
I was ready to be
appreciate
done
y'all so
before
much.
I was ready to be done before we did that.
That's fair.
But the people demand it.
Yep. We were here for you. We appreciate it. Had a blast.
And by the people, I mean Daniel.
I mean, look at
the
all
people.
this. There's everybody's up here. They're giving us love. This is our crew.
That's because we started talking about movies.
I mean, we could do that. We could be here for another 2 hours if we went down that track.
Yeah, I could just keep making How High references.
Yeah.
Gave Mary Jane a pearl necklace. You completely missed the point of that story. I could do that all night.
Oh my gosh, that was such a. I mean, again, same vein. It's very much the same vein of. Where's it at now? I was gonna put it back up.
Oh, you're talking about Rush Hour?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or well, I don't want to say that either. Bye, Felicia.
Oh yeah. Well, you were gonna. I know where you're headed. We can't talk about Blue Streak.
Okay.
We can't do Blue Streak references as much as I would enjoy that because it's not get canceled. Blue Streak is a great movie, but it has not
Also vague. Doesn't age well.
It has not aged well. Yeah, the things that he says are very funny, but they have not aged well. Martin Lawrence had some very 90s sensibilities, and
Worked out great
was
for
very
him then.
popular in the 90s because of it. And you'll notice that they don't really let Martin Lawrence do stuff anymore. Whereas Chris Tucker has kind of persisted on.
Yeah.
Anyway.
All right. Well,
We're out of here.
you'll have to come back next week. We can talk. We'll make up a list for you, Daniel.
The short answer, no.
Yeah. Not
It's
yet,
only been
but
1 week.
we want to see more. Give us another.
It's not.
Ideally,
you got to
2
give
weeks.
me like 2 more weeks.
Yeah. I think by week 3 we'll have a handful that we're really interested in.
I'll
Fannin.
have something.
Fannin is somebody we are buying into hard.
Yeah, there you go. Fannin.
Yeah. It's like that.
Fannin.
That's one thing. And
Yeah.
Tyler Warren, but more likely you can't buy him.
That's
so.
already too late. Too late on that. Like, because we're only talking about waivers, Daniel, right now.
Yeah.
Like, it's so Fannin would be the, like, I'm sold on. I'm pretty sold on that, especially because you could just acquire it off of waivers, and it doesn't cost you that much. You know, like if it flames out, it's okay. So there you go. That's what I would say. Fannin, But give us a couple more weeks, and we'll have some more buys and sells, things like that.
Yeah. So with that,
We're still trying to figure out who this year's Mark Andrews is.
yeah, that's gonna be fun to see.
There's one every year that people way overdraft, and then we have to hear about it again and again. Right now, the odds-on favorites for that are going to be AJ Brown, because if AJ Brown has another bad week, the panic is going to be insane.
It's gonna be real.
I saw people reacting to that in real time, and it was deeply unpleasant, because there are a lot of people that I think maybe need a different hobby. Well, if you're out here on social media making death threats to people,
Yeah, not worth it.
maybe you need a different hobby. Maybe this isn't for you, because I did see a lot of people.
God dang it! What is this? Killing.
I gotta look that one up.
I know.
Anyway, but yeah, like I saw people doing that, and they were like making death threats against AJ Brown and against people that were recommending AJ Brown, and I'm like, yo, get a different hobby. Maybe find something else to do, like rather than that. But if AJ Brown has another bad week, people are gonna be upset, like, and the pitchforks and torches are gonna start coming all the way out, because he was drafted super high. But I will say this is why we say it's too early, because if next week AJ Brown goes out and scores 2 touchdowns and has 100 yards, no one's going to say a damn word about him having a bad week in week 1, right? That's why it's too early to like get too invested in this.
Yeah. Okay. Well, with that, we're going to get out of here. Appreciate you guys so much. Like Daniel says here, thanks again. Had a blast.
Onions and broccoli?
Yeah. No, I actually.
Oh, it is half baked.
Is it?
That is from.
I thought for sure. For some reason, I was thinking it was that dance movie.
Oh.
But,
I don't remember. See, I have this thing where, because they came out around the same time, that I have this tendency to mix up Half Baked and the movie How High. I have this tendency to mix up those two movies, even though they're not the same movie. They're very similar, and they have very different people in them. But because I saw them around the same time and they came out around the same time, I have a tendency to kind of just like interchange those two movies, even though they're not the same movie at all.
Well, it's like it's it's Jerry Garcia.
Yeah. That and to go to Half Baked. I mean, the thing I say to people all the time is, I'm not gonna do
what people
what
think I'm gonna do.
Thinks I'm gonna do.
Freak
Flip out,
man.
man.
You're cool. You're cool. You. I'm out.
You're cool, and I'm out. Yeah, that movie is very quotable.
Yeah, very easy.
To a point.
Yeah. Speaking of being out, we're out. Remember, as always, to keep up with nonsense, and we will see you guys next week.
Tomorrow, probably.
Oh, yeah. I'll see you tomorrow. Neil will see you next week. So,
yep.
Peace. Ding,
ding, ding, ding. Be strong. Be strong.